Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Laurence Plays. And yes, it's a Tuesday, that means it's space exploration stream time. So in the last stream, yes, I brought this train full of green and stinking goodies all the way back to Norvis orbit. And now I need to unload it somehow. And so I've got this nice little loop of railway line like this, which isn't going to do me a great deal of good. But the plan is to then have some sort of system over here where we can actually do the unloading properly. So let's put something in for me to stand on first while I think about this a little bit. Ooh, and actually try and stand on it. There we go. So we're going to need to have a station on either side of on either track. Let's see if we can actually fit one in there. We can, excellent. So there we go. Put the two of them in like that. And if I remember correctly, they're going to need to both be called Norvis. Yes, they are. So we'll call them both Nor. Can't spell Nor. Really can't spell Nor. There we go, like that. Copy, paste. Right, and so now once I actually put this rail down, because all of this is actually, you can't tell, but quite a lot of this is actually ghosts at the moment. I've run out of track in my pockets, but you know, never mind. We'll find some more of that. So the plan is going to be, we've got 3 trains here, so put in some more of this down here. We'll have the exerting for that train on that side, and the other train on the other side. Let's go and get that rail, because until I've got that down, I'm not really going to be able to tell where stuff needs to go. So down here, there is a machine here, yes, making rail, and it's still got plenty of it, which is nice. Let's grab some of that, bring it back up here, in fact. There we go, like this. But let's just put the whole lot down. Get it all built up, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Right. Okay, I need a little bit more up here, like that and that. So now we have the unloading system, which is going to. Where is all my stuff? Did I leave it on another planet? I probably did, knowing me. That's unhelpful. I could do with a bit more useful stuff in my pockets than that. But we can what's the word? Improvise. So let's start off. We're going to need some exerters there, and okay, we need a little bit more of the of that. There, like that. Good. And we can put in some pylons along here. Same on the other side. Like that. Now, what I normally do at this point is I stick warehouses on the other side of these, because they're nice and easy. But I think actually in this case, I'm just going to use the steel chests, because otherwise I'm going to probably end up with too much stuff stored here, and the spaceship will just be going back and forth forever, filling up the system here with stuff that I don't really need in quite that sort of quantities. So we'll do that. And then on the other side of that, we'll have the fairly normal unloading system. So let's stop doing all of these quite so separately and start being a bit more sensible. So we'll have, let's see, we'll unload them all like that, and we need space belts, of course. And stuff is put on the right-hand side of a belt. So if I do that, that's going to be correct. More of that. Now, what sort of rate do I want this to come through at? Now, it's at the other end, it's only being loaded by a single belt. So I think having this coming out on a single belt is probably going to be okay. So I'll put in a 3 to 1 joiner, unsplitter along here. I'll do the same for each of these other ones. And then I need to put in a load of loading stations over here. So we'll have this. Let's see. So I'm going to need to have. The problem is I can't just drop things in about the right place, because there's I need to worry about the positioning of I need to put down all of the scaffolding first. So let's go and get a load more scaffolding, and then put down a massive area of that, and then go back up and fill it in with all the stuff I need. So somewhere down here, is it this box? Yes, it is. That's probably going to be enough for now. And I'm going to need a load of warehouses up here. So I'm going to add them to the shopping lists here. We would like some warehouses, please. And we'd like 20 of them. I think that No, we would like minus 20 of them. We would like 20 of them, so we put in minus 20. I don't think I can summon up red warehouses. I'll probably have to program them once they get up here. So we'll wait for them to arrive before I do that. That is indeed a spaceship carrying trains, Mike. Has it been that long since you were last on one of my streams? I've been using this quite a lot. This sort of basic design quite a bit recently. Mostly for let's see if there's one on down on Norvis at the moment. Mostly for my core fragment transport ships, which are not over here. They are over here. Yeah, so the spaceship will land here. It will pick up a couple of these trains, then fly off back to another planet, like this, where it will land. The trains will trundle out. The trains will gradually fill up with the stuff they need, and then go back round into the spaceship, and the spaceship will fly them back to Norvis. It's basically a way of getting of loading and unloading your spaceships incredibly quickly, because in this case the trains just pull out, and as long as there's another train ready at the other end, the new train can just pull straight back in again. We seem to have a bit of a shortage of stuff in this one particular warehouse, and all the other ones are overflowing, which is a bit of a pain. And it's caused it to grind to a bit of a halt here. But never mind, these things happen. Yes, I'm sure you do watch all of my streams. Yes. So what was I saying? Yes, the plan is to use the spaceships in some cases for speed of loading and unloading, and in other cases like this one, just because it's a bit easier, really. So let's put down a massive island of space scaffolding here, and here. I'm probably going to pull most of this up again afterwards, but it's going to be so much easier to sketch out what I want if I don't have to worry about putting it down on actual genuine pieces of space platform. So let's see, I'm going to need some rail. Let's do it about here, I think. And we're going to want a warehouse at the side of this, like so. And then we're going to need a station. I'm probably going to have to move that warehouse, but it's okay for now. Okay, I'm going to need a bit more rail than that. And so station will go. Oh no, I happen to get the warehouse in the right place. I suppose there's a 50% chance of that happening. So, I just got lucky this time. Then we'll have this go across. Come on. Behave. Like that, I guess. Is that the smallest I can do it? I think it is. So that's a left turn and then a right turn. And the same at this end. And from here we also have, let's put another straight in there so I can put this piece going in up here. That goes like that. We then of course need signals in here, otherwise nothing is going to work. So we'll put in a signal after the station, and that'll do before the station there, and there as well on the way up. So this is a whole separate. It's a whole separate entity, I guess, for want of a better word. And we're going to need inserters to load the train and to load the warehouse, like so. And then there'll be a belt coming into it, which I should do afterwards, I think. But I think that's basically everything you need for one. I mean, it's one of these stations, exactly the same as this one, but it's a mirror of it, which is why I haven't just copied and pasted it, because that probably wouldn't work. And I don't need the landing pad on the other side of it. So that's one. I just need 6 of these. But of course, I can put them on the other. Come to think of it, I can put them on the other side as well. So if I copy that and then flip it, it won't flip it because it's got rail signals in it. Yeah. All right, we'll do it manually, I suppose. Come on, where is it? There, that one, and that, and that. And then we do exactly the same with the signals. So we have one there, and we've already got the one in the middle. Let's have another station as well, and now we need even more of this. Doing that with bots is not the best way to do it. There we go. And we'll claim this asteroid as well, this meteor, because we might as well just get it out of the way. And make a copy of this whole thing, put it in over here, like that. Now I think I need to get the bots up and building all of these things. So we'll put in a roboport here and another one, I guess here, just at least for now. Question is, do we have roboports? The big question is where is all my stuff? And I think quite a lot of it's in here. This needs a big tidy up, of course, as is always the case with my inventory areas. Oddly, I don't know. I don't see any roboports in there. That's a pain. That will, however, hopefully at least try and build that one. It's covered, but it's got power to it over there. So we'll see if that actually happens, and if not, we'll have to come back and do it. I wish I could remember from last time where I left all of my inventory, because this is a little bit annoying. Right, so now we've got one of those. We now need to put in another couple of them, because we need a total of 6 of these things down here. So we'll have some more of this here. And also up here. Oh, I've run out. Take it from there. Let's try that again. So up there like that. And we should be able to overlap these by about this much. I'll need to... Yeah, it probably is. I probably have left on Tulip, which is annoying because I'm not planning to go back there, but we shall see. I might have left it on Norvis, which would be more convenient. And then I reckon I can do that and that. That should all work. Now I've got these signals in the wrong place. Apart from the signals, it should all be okay. The one in the middle is okay, but I need... Yeah, let's just put them in at the... right before the warehouses like this. Because having the signals in these bits just doesn't work. Those ones will be okay though. And should be one in here, but there isn't, so I'll add one. Right, now we just need all of this to, actually get built, which is going to take a a little while, I suspect. And then I can but while I'm waiting, I'll say while I'm waiting for that, because it's not going to happen, so there's not much point in waiting around for it. But I'll also link up the that to... What's the best way to do this? I don't want to interfere with where the other spaceship lands, so let's just drop it in there like that. That's going to keep it out of the way, I reckon. Yeah, there's room for my little spaceship to go in there. That's okay. And then from here, it's going to need to come up and across to go over to here. Now I'm going to try and keep this fairly high up because I want to join it onto this line. And I'm going to do it way up here because that way I reckon it's going to allow me plenty of space for landing other spaceships up here if I need to. So I'll put another line going up here. Join the 2 together like that. No, up. No, up. Yes, there we go, that way. I should probably put in a load of signals along there because that's quite a long stretch of track, but I don't have anything useful in my inventory at the moment, apparently. Okay, let's have a quick look at the down on Norvis, because there is a spaceship here that should be taking off at some point, full of useful stuff, but there isn't any useful stuff coming through to it. What has gone on here? What do these take? These take iron. Why have we... Ooh. Okay. We have apparently completely run out of iron. That's... What on earth is going on here? There is supposed to be a feed of iron somewhere around here going on to... I mean, there's this one coming around. I'm a little bit confused by this. I mean, clearly this was at one point was taking the iron onto this belt. Well, fairly clearly. Looks like it probably was, because it's meant to be on there for... No, I take it back. It isn't. It's meant to be coming up here. So why is this run? This is run out because the station is empty. Station's empty, presumably because we just don't have any iron. Maybe today's episode is not going to be me going off and doing tier 4 biological science. It's going to be me trying to work out why we don't have anything anywhere at all. Right, so what have we got here? We've got 40,000 iron in this one. We've got plenty of iron coming out of here to... But yeah, this is full. Have I got a... I've got a rail not bottleneck, jam. Oh no. Oh, I see what the problem is. It's this extra spur I put in down here. It needs signals on it. And I didn't do that because I was just bunging the whole thing in quickly and without concentrating very hard on what I was doing. Right, okay, that was dumb. Let's do that, and if I just do that, does that allow the train to start moving again? Will now, anyway. So that one will now go in there. That one can then pass through. That one can pass... Oh, it's trying to go in here as well. That's unhelpful. I need to have... Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find the settings for LTN and see if I can work out how to set it for the trains not time out, because I suspect that's going to cause that might cause problems here. No, map LTN stop timeout delivery timeout. That should presumably be set to -1, and then it never works. Or is it 0? Doesn't seem to like either of those. You've done this before, Tristan. What do I need to set to make the LTN trains not time out? I was assuming it was going to be a delivery timeout, but apparently not. I could set it to 36,000 then, since that's the maximum. Okay, I guess I'll leave it there and just deal with it. I mean, there should be, if it's going where I think it's going, and it is, then it'll... Oh, it's not going to be able to get out. That's a problem. What if I send this train instead? No, don't go there. Go there instead. Oh, bugger. I wasn't quick enough, apparently. Right, oh, so it was. Go there. There we go. That'll get it out. That'll get that one to go just somewhere else and get it out of the way, which will allow this train to come in here, which allows that one to go in there, which allows this one to come out of here, and that one to go in there, I hope. Oh, no. Let's let it flow for a moment, and if we're lucky... No, it's all going wrong. I wasn't lucky. Oh, no. I think I might... Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea. There aren't any empty trains. Well, there's that one, but that's already going back to the depot. No, none of the... Yeah, they're all... The empty trains are all going to the depot because... Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do about... Oh, I could send this one. I can make that one go over here first. Do that. And that lets this one out, which lets that one out, and that one out, potentially. Or this one, perhaps. Alright, this is one that needs to go... Should have gone to the depot. Alright, I take it back. There were a couple that were in that should have... Yeah, and that one as well. Yeah, and I could take out... this is another one that I can just send off to go to a grand tour of everywhere. Like that. Oh, I hate train jams. So that one's going. That one will go. That one's going back to depot. Yes, it is. That one will go. Which should mean this will now be able to come out. Why are you just sitting there? Oh, because there's another one coming through from down there. Alright. That one's trying to go up into the station. Have an extra distraction. Go that way. Right. Oh, there's another train coming in to make things worse. You can do another lap. That's got that one out. That's a good start, which means we can get this one in. Please don't be going to the same stop. It's not good. Okay, so that's that one out. So that means they can start to come out of here as well. Good. Things are starting to look up. Yeah, it's just that one now is causing problems. And so once this one finishes up unloading, it'll go, and then this one can go in, and then we'll be all right. I think things are now looking mostly sorted. It depends a little bit on how many. No, okay. There's a few trains that are still trying to all trying to go to this brick drop-off point because it's been demanding them for ages, and is filling up. Oh dear. Actually, I reckon there's probably enough buffer in this station. This isn't like Industrial Revolution where you have all kinds of. We have crazy, crazy big trains. There's room for quite a lot of trains to unload into one of these stations if necessary. So there we go. That one can go. Hope there aren't any more brick trains along here. What are you doing? We'll just send everyone back to the depot for now. Everyone is empty at least. We'll send back to the depot. I suspect a lot of these should actually be picking up the stuff that they're claiming they should be picking up, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Maybe. I think. Well, I don't know how much. I think once I've cleared the snarl out, it's probably going to be okay. The trains will I think, start to behave themselves because, I mean, worst case, we get a bit more resource brought to places that don't actually need it just yet. I can deal with that. That's not a problem. Why are you complaining about not having stuff to build with? I don't know. Don't care. Um, yeah. So I think this is now sorted. We might get a few things being brought to places where they're going to have more than they should have. But overall, I think that's pulled the pulled the clog out, and I think things should be okay. And more importantly, I know what caused it. It was needing these signals in here and here, and so that should mean the system is back to being as bulletproof and resilient as it was before. I don't know how bulletproof and resilient that is, but at least it shouldn't have made it any worse. I think the problem should be basically sorted. Yeah, okay, here we go. We do have one train that's got to the point of still trying to unload, and when the chests are, oh no, it's just about managed, and these are now all absolutely full to bursting. Oh, and they are all iron chests as well, but yeah, never mind. So yes, that is now all probably okay. At some point, we'll get some more iron in up here, and we have in fact got some more iron in up here, which means it's going to flow up here, and we're going to start making these substrates again, which means we're going to start filling up the spaceship, which means we are now soon going to be able to launch this thing and get things running back up in space again, as they're supposed to be. Now, did I get the warehouses through to ask for? No, I did not. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. There they are. Excellent. So we're going to have lots and lots of warehouses up in space that I can start building all of this stuff with. That's good. But we do have to wait for this to fill up, which is going to be quite a long time. Okay. Immediate crisis fixed. Let's go back up to here to this, not actually a crisis. Oh, and yeah, let's have some more roboports be brought up here as well, actually. I don't know why I'm flying down here rather than doing this with the navigation satellite, but I want to request some roboports, which are in here somewhere. Surely they're under logistics somewhere, aren't they? Yes, there they are. We'll have 20 of those. Get them brought up as well, and then we can start actually building all of this stuff. Is that one down there? Yes, that is a yellow chair, a yellow warehouse. Good. Okay, so that's the basic idea of this, which is the first important step. Now, what I need to do is I need to unload all of these to sensible places. So what we'll do is we'll just do that, and I guess I can actually just get away with doing this all the way up here. I'm just passing it straight across. That's going to be fine. The next one is going to be slightly more complicated. So again, we use a belt. Actually, let's do it like this because this way we get a full. We actually get a full belt's worth out of it rather than it being only a half belt. Now we're going to need to do the same here. And this can go down to this station. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one can go down to this station. Right, so that's those three. Those three are now dealt with. I'm also going to need a series of exactly the same thing coming around from over here. In fact, let's just forget this thing over here we've got over here. Let's not bother doing it properly because I am quite lazy. That's a lot more of that than I need. Let's make that a bit smaller. That's probably going to be enough, like so. Might not be enough, but I can expand it later. Or actually, the first one will want to go around the top side, won't it? So again, we'll do the same. This thing over here, and here, and here. No, here. Insert it always, and that'll go up, across there. We need somewhere for it to go. Like that. And this can go over to here. Okay. And then the other two, we then need to bring around down this way and on the other side. So we'll bring down a thing like that, and hopefully we'll be able to jump over well enough. We shall find out in a moment. Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. And across like that. Yep, that one's good too. Okay, that seems to be complete. I obviously need to go in and program all of these things up properly. I need to put down all of the combinators for the constant combinators for the LTN stations. But otherwise, I think that should be okay. Oh, and power. Power needs to be linked in for these. I'll go. Yeah, I'll put it there to keep the pattern going. In fact, why am I even doing that? Why don't we just have one of these? No, I don't want to link into. Well, I mean, I can link into the spaceship. That's fine. Doesn't matter. But it's not quite what I want to do. So, but if I put one of these about here, it'll power the entire station. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. Where is my spaceship? That's where is my spaceship with all the parts? That's the next question. And also, oh no, those won't come out yet because we haven't got the stations in. In fact, I'm going to set both of these trains over to manual for now because otherwise they'll probably drive out here and just. Well, I suppose they just sit at the stations, which wouldn't actually matter. They just sit there until they're emptied. But tidiness and stuff. Okay, so we are waiting for a spaceship to come up with all of these bits in order to make this and all of this up here, which I'll need to do that by hand. But otherwise, I'm sort of cautiously optimistic that this should all just work, TM, when once all the bits arrive. So I think while we're waiting for that to happen, I shall head over to the what do you call it area, the biological science area, and start building in all the things that are supposed to, these are going to unload to, where these are going to unload to. So we'll take a bit more rail. Actually, we'll take all of the rail, or nearly all of the rail. I'll go up here. I'll finish this one off first, like this. And this is the way out for the trains, obviously. So they need a way to escape once they've done the their train shenaniganery. And this is how they escape. And I know I know how I can get all of the stuff I need in my inventory back. I can just do that, turn that back on, fly into a spaceship apparently and fall out of the sky. And then when I come back down here, the bots should load me up with absolutely everything I could possibly want. Like this. Yeah, bot frenzy. And I can also, when it calms down a little bit, I can get rid of some of this ore that I'm carrying around with me, because I don't want any of that. How are we doing? I think we've got quite a lot. Let's manage quite a lot of the stuff. So someone's right. So the next thing, as I say, we're bringing up all of these Vitamelange products to the space station now, and that means they need to all be brought in here. So instead of making the processed Vitamelange here, I need to pull this up, or maybe just deprioritize it and have a drop-off station somewhere that will unload all the different types of Vitamelange and put them in the right places. So I've got a station here with a space on it, so I could potentially use that one. These are going to, yeah, actually I can use these stations where all the things are being picked up from. So we've got I've got the Vitalic reagent here, which is one of the things that we're bringing in. In fact, actually, that seems to be the only one, but that one at least we can repurpose, and then we'll add in the other ones as we need them. Oh no, we've got the processed here as well, so that'll do nicely. Okay, let's head over and repurpose those. Have I got? Yes, I've got plenty of belts. That'll do. Hello, Ray. Welcome to the stream, and me trying to cram all of the go back and sort of retrofit all the Vitamelange products back into an already existing base, which is always fun. Nothing like a good retrofitting. Where was everything? Okay, so here's the first one. Where did I land? Okay, it's a bit further south. I am. This one. Yes, here we go. This is the processed Vitamelange. So we need to turn all of these round like that. We need to put in the standard turning it round. No, putting it on both sides of the belt thing, which was see, because it puts them on the right. So yeah, we want to do it like this. Punch it out this way. Over here. Right, so what's it being? Okay, so what I want to do here is pull that out, put it in the other way round. This is going to be a little bit dirty, but never mind. Pull that up. I can rotate that and rotate that. Pull that out. Do that, and probably pull those up as well. And this assumes that we're actually going to be okay. We are going to be bringing in enough, and I'm pretty confident we will be. So I'm going to leave it as it is like that for now. And just I'll leave these machines here because I feel like I might as well. And then just leave them here and ignore them and forget about them for the rest of time. They're using a little bit of power, but I don't really care about that. So now we now have that being fed in on both sides of that, so we've got all of that. Okay, the next one was the reagent, and that was down here. So again, exactly the same procedure. Turn that round. I know I haven't actually got the station going in the other way yet. That's on my to-do list. Okay. Boop, boop. There. And again, in exactly the same way, I've just cut that one off because I don't think it's worth doing anything more than that with it. Right, so now this is going to turn into a requester station. So we don't want to provide like ever. We want to request, what is this? This is this one, reagent. So it's a station for just that. Let's see, it stacks to 50 per stack, and train is 40, so that's 2,000. So yeah, let's say minus 2,000 on that. And up here, I need to do the same thing. Oh no, I need to put in a request threshold as well, don't I? I think. That one. Is that right? Yeah, vitamin. Oh, extract, not pro, whatever it's called. Who cares? Let me have a look at another one of my drop-off stations to make sure I get this right, because I've just been copying and pasting them all, so I've no idea how to set these up anymore. Okay, so we have a request stack threshold of 1. Okay, let's do that as well then. You request stack threshold 1 like that. Hey Al, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You don't have you got yeah, not used to seeing you along here. You come along to find out what space exploration's about, have you? Ah, that's a shame. You never know. You might learn useful things from watching me play. You probably won't, but you might. It's worth the risk. Okay, so that is now, yeah. So here we're making the catalog tier 3s. So now I think that means I'm about ready to start trying to do the tier 4 catalogs. These ones down here at the bottom. Um, and I reckon that these probably weren't going to be too bad, because I've already got the green biosamples, I've already got the blue biosamples, I've got these. Oh no, I've already got this being made. I've got uranium in the area. I've got blue biosamples. I haven't got this neural gel. That's something I need to do. And blue circuits are a thing that are already around vaguely. So I don't think any of this is going to be too hard. But there might be all kinds of weird byproducts and strange stuff coming out that I need to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully this won't be too difficult. Okay, how's the next question is how's the spaceship on Norvis doing? Because I am kind of waiting for that to get other things up and running and working properly. And the answer is it's filling up fairly quickly actually. We've got those roboports I asked for. There seems to be slightly more than I asked for, but that'll probably be because I don't know actually. I'm not sure why that. Oh, it'll be because while they were on the belt being trundling all the way over here, it requested another load. That's fine. I don't mind if I get a few more than I've actually asked for. That's all right. And then lots of other, yeah, just other little bits and pieces that I'm going to need. So we are now 80%, almost 80% full. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the biological fourth biological catalog. So we'll might as well start at the top. Start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. This one is simply both green and blue biomasses and a blank data card. So I need to find all of that stuff. Well, here's the green biomasses. And here's the blue biomasses and data cards. That's convenient. What sort of machine do I need to do that in? That's the other important question. It's going to be one of the genetics facility Christmas tree things. Which of course I don't have any of those in my inventory because I've been faffing around with energy-based science and astroscience and other things that use completely different machines. So let's get rid of these things from my requestatron. So for that one, we're going to need some of the Christmas trees, which is those ones. Sure, that's 5 of them. I don't want those. We'll get rid of them when we get back over to the other side. What do I need for the other ones? That's the other question. So might as well get everything I need at the same time. So we need a mechanical facilities for these ones. There's quite a lot of nonsense coming out of there, but I think I can probably I can deal with all of that without too much difficulty. EM facility and radiation facility. So that was mechanical, radiation, and EM. And the next question is how do I make those? How do I make that other, not that one, the other neural gel? Because that's something the advanced neural gel that's made in a growth facility, because of course it is. Hopefully I've got enough of these. I've got these things on the bus, and I'm not going to have too much difficulty piping them down here. We shall see in a moment though. So growth facilities as well, and those are fun because they're massive. Growth facilities. Let's have 5 of them as well, because they're always really slow to do anything. Okay, let's go and buy some stuff. It's called using OBS to 2% of its abilities rather than just 1% of its abilities, L. Yeah, it's a nice way to show off what I'm trying to do with before I actually start doing it, and everything gets confusing. The problem is I keep leaving the overlays on screen by mistake because I can't see them over the top of my game window, and then everyone complains because they can't tell what I'm trying to do. Working from home is definitely the way forward. So I think everyone should be working from home. It's just makes things so much easier, so much nicer. You can do important things like, putting the slow cooker on or something like that at lunchtime. It's fantastic. Oh, well done. You're joining the 20th century. Yeah, it's nice to have something to put up over the stream before and after it before it uh, before it does things, because then it gives people something to watch. In fact, I need to update mine because I think everybody who watches my streams has probably seen it far too many times now, and they're bored of it, and they're bored of it and want to see something else. And maybe I should put up one of the GTA videos rather than as a sort of not as a sort of here is something you can possibly see, but while you're waiting for the stream to start, why don't you watch this action-packed chase around Los Santos? The downside of that, I feel, is that people might get a little bit confused and think they're coming to watch a GTA, or when they say, "Hey, I came to watch a Factorio stream, not a GTA stream. Why am I seeing something completely different?" So maybe I won't do that. What am I trying to make here? It must be, yeah, it must be that one. It's one of each for those, and it spits out some biosludge. Okay. I don't know. You've got to do something while you're waiting for the stream to start, and that something might as well be watch the stuff that's being shown as a pre-reel. But no, you could be right. It's quite possible that nobody watches anything I put out. No, actually, it's not possible that nobody watches anything I put out because I get enough comments on things I've been doing, usually when I've done something dumb, that there are definitely people watching. And I appreciate every one of those comments, especially when it's me doing something dumb. That's true. Yes, most people. Yeah. Okay. I take. Yeah, I take your point. Most people do show up after it started. So I'm producing biosludge. Okay. How do I get rid of biosludge? Yeah. Well, there's usually sort of one or two people waiting when I'm sort of starting the stream up. And I think they tend to. I don't know. It's kind of weird because of the way YouTube counts people. They often seem to not actually be there when the stream starts. And I think it's because if you're not watching, if you're a little way behind the stream, you don't show up as a live viewer. You show as a catch-up viewer, and that's a bit weird and very annoying. Um, it claims I've got 5 concurrent viewers at the moment, but it also says I've got 26 playbacks. I'm not quite sure exactly. I mean, I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think a playback is somebody who's watched some or more of the video on, well, playback. So as in not quite live, but somewhere close to it. And so you end up with this thing where I think if people have had sort of little spikes of lag on their internet connection or anything like that, then they end up being a short way behind it. Yeah, exactly as Tristan says there. Well, there's going to be some sort of approximation of live. There'll be if it's less than n seconds, then it'll count it as live because that's how numbers work on this sort of thing. So yeah, presumably there must be, but I don't know exactly how the counting system works. It's all a bit sort of weird and broken and dodged. So yeah, so to an extent I've stopped worrying too much about exactly what concurrent viewers says because I am getting people commenting on things that are happening, so they are more or less live, and all the view times, all of the everything, all of that does eventually count towards the channel totals. So it's a bit frustrating that the number that shows up on my screen saying my current concurrent viewers, if you're pardon the rather clumsy phrasing there, isn't very accurate. But I don't think it really matters in the long run. I get decent numbers of people watching these videos, so that's what really matters. Even if some of them are more or less live than is implied by the YouTubes. The only real concern is whether that means the algorithm is doing funny business and not recommending people to my videos when it should be. But I don't know. Worrying too much about what the YouTube algorithm does, I think, is probably a way to just drive myself gradually more and more insane. So I'm just not going to just leave it, just let it tick over. I mean, if I was trying to do this for profit, then yeah, maybe I'd care a lot more. But as it is, I'm doing it for fun, so it's not the end of the world if things aren't quite as if it's not showing quite as many viewers as it should be, or if it's not attracting quite as many viewers as it should be. It is nice to see large numbers though. What am I even trying to put in here? Okay, and Vitalic epoxy. Fun. So bring this down here, across here. I'm going to assume I'm going to need these things again, so I'm going to put a splittertron in here and do that. There we go. Nom 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 nom. Right, and we now need the Vitalic epoxy, which is one of those things that's coming in on those trains that I was talking about earlier. Now, I don't know exactly how much stuff and nonsense I'm going to need, so I'm going to make an entire copy of this entire full-size drop-off station, which is a little bit of a mess because I've tried to cram. No, I can't do it like that. Tried to cram in more stuff than into here than will really fit, as is always the way. Pro tip, kids: always leave more space than you think you'll need in Factorio, even when you've already left more space than you think you'll need, because you will still need more than you think you need, more than you think you need. I guess I'll have to put it there. It's one of those things where you take twice what you think you'll need and then double it again, just because it's never enough. Never, never, never enough. Oh, I need to deprogram. Oh, it's alright. Yeah. I didn't have any of those. Yeah, I think it's for padding your schedule when your boss asks you how long something's going to take. That's probably far enough. There we go. Right. I do need less flying, more signals. Let's put one in. Let's put it there and there because I'm not sure where else to put it. Okay. So this is going to be requesting the Vitalic epoxy. I'm going to need to make some more combinators because I don't have any, which is annoying. But let's at least unset all of these so I don't get confused. And then we can then set these ones to Vitalic epoxy, which is that one. Unload that there. I probably don't need a lot of these belts, especially for this one because I'm going to bring this straight in further up. Oh yes, Hofstadter's law. Yes, I remember that now you mention it. I am familiar with it. Not named after the guy from The Big Bang Theory. Where's the one where this goes wrong? I think it's for... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, let's just bring this all the way over here because I think this might be the only place I use it. And then we need another undergroundy here, like that. Shove that in there. There we go. And load it with those. And right, okay, that's done. Are there any weird out? Yes, there are weird outputs from this one. So we've got the blue things coming out again. So we'll pull those out here and those out here. Right, so we want the blue biosamples coming out to the left there. I don't want them on there at all. And I want the dodgy memory cards coming out here on the right. And I'll put these back in here so they can pass around again. You have whatever. Yeah. Okay, so these are going to be on the top side of the belts. They're going to be on the outs. That's annoying. Actually, I can do it like this. and then input priority left. Yeah, that should work. So they'll come through here. So they'll be on this side of the belt. This will drop them onto the top of this belt. So they'll then go on to hit. Yeah, that's fine. They'll get there. So those will get recycled around and go into the right place. I then need to have. I need to find my waste card disposal chute for that, and also I need to find the contaminated biosludge disposal for that. So those are both. No, they're not. They're going to go to different places, but they're probably already implemented. Probably. Yes. Here we go. Here's the. So this one here is broken data cards. All the way down here. Ooh. Oh, and there's contaminated sludge as well. So from here we can go more underground belts. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. No. Ba-dum, 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 boom. And this is a lot easier than material science because it only produces relatively small numbers of the broken data cards, so it's not too much of a worry, too difficult to implement. I'll run this one down. No, not there. It's a shame that pipes haven't got the same sort of snap to thing as everything else seems to have these days, but oh well, what can you do? I can't get a pipe out there, that's what I can't do. Let's try up here then instead. Yeah, that works much better. Let's come up over here. Is a 5 going to fit there? No, not really. Let's use a 3 and then pipe. Right, so that's a dispose. Oh, no, it's not quite. That's disposal for that. Put another one of those in there so I can copy and paste it when I need to. And some more belts for the same reason, like that. Right, that is that. So once the spaceship, I need to program this station up. But basically, once we get the the vitalic epoxy running properly, this will work as well. Good. So that's two of the science pack, two of the data card types. Oh, I do need to get these out of here as well, actually. Just come down here, I suppose, like that. Nice and easy. Okay, what's next? Neural or not? Oh, this is the one I'm going to need to make the advanced neural gel for. So, that's going to be blue circuits and advanced neural gel. And let's come back to that one. Let's do radiation data first, because that's going to be really easy. Especially as I've already got most of the inputs for it here. And if I could get the uranium, which is up here somewhere. Yes, this one. No, not like that. Do it again, but better. Like that. That comes down there. If I can get this onto the same belt here, then, or at least the same belt at this point, like that, then that's nice and easy. I'm going to do some horrible stuff here, don't look, and just generally mess up my system of my nice bus system I've got set up. But as I've been saying in quite a lot in the recent episodes, I've got to the point now where keeping the sanctity of the bus is much less important than it used to be, because I'm on the last hurdle essentially. The last of each of the types of science I'm going to be pulling out of each of these places. So it kind of doesn't matter. I'm not going to be going much further than this, because by the time I'll get in biological science 4, and then who cares? I won't be doing any more building there. The deep space science is going to be done on probably another one of these outpost things. So there'll be another one coming down here, perhaps, that does deep space science. So I don't need to worry about messing up the bus at the bottom of here or the bottom of here and so on. So I've got a bit more careless with it. And I think that's, I'm going to say justified. I don't know if justified is quite the right word, but I think it's probably not going to turn around and bite me. Put it that way. Probably going to be okay. So we need some of those, and we need some of that. And we're going to make that. And we're going to output radiation resistance data. Good. Going to output blue samples, and oh, this is going to be this is a little bit complicated. So coming out of here, we're going to have uranium. This needs to be further across, just out of the way, like that. That'll probably do. So we're going to take out the uranium first, like this, to the right. Then take out the biological samples, the blue bio samples. What the hell are those? I can't even remember what they're called, so I can't search for them. I just know what they look like. There's nothing else on there. Must be. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I'm just blind. On the other side, please. So the uranium will come out on the bottom, so it's going to be on the top when it comes to. What if I do this the other way around? Actually, that can then. What I'm going to do with this is also going to be horrible. I'm going to put it in here. Oh, no, that won't work because I might get. I'm going to try putting it in there, and as long as there isn't too much of it, and which there shouldn't be because these machines should be prioritizing pulling from this side, I think that'll probably be okay. But that I could see that leading to a deadlock if I'm unlucky. So actually, let's give it a little bit more of a chance and put it in up there instead. Oh, actually, no, it'll be fine because it's going in on the other side of the belt. So that one will be priority. Yeah, I think that should be all right. Then this will have come out this way and go up like that. No, that's right. It'll come. So it'll come out of here. It'll go onto the bottom side of this belt. It'll go all the way up here. And yeah, that works. Yeah, these handful here will never get used, but unless there's an actual shortage of it. But basically, they'll come up here, and yeah, they'll push in front. Right, good. That's all. Priorities are set correctly there. That's the important thing. Now I need to get rid of this contaminated biosludge. That's not difficult. That's needs to go join into these pipes up here. So rather than putting in a full new set of pipes, let's do that and this. And that. And then we can shove in a few bits of pipe like this on the corners. There we go, that should now work. In fact, I'm not sure why that isn't already working. Oh, I haven't put an output on it, that's why. Right, so there we go. We need to go under with this belt, like that. And now we have... I was going to say 3 out of the 4 science data cards done. That's not quite true, to be fair, because we've only got 2 of them actually working so far. But it's good. It's good progress. It's good progress. I'm fairly happy with that. So now there's a neural anomaly data, which is made in this EM facility, and that's going to need me to make the advanced neural gels. Okay, so let's put in the EM facility first. Put that in there, and then we'll have a think about what comes out of it. So we're going to be making junk data. Oh, bloody hell, everything comes out of it. All right, we're putting this in a bit further back so I've got more room to deal with all of the nonsense coming out of it. Let's put that there. Then we can split off. So there was the blue circuits are going to be passed around again, so we'll do that there. Advanced neural gel goes in and out. Okay, that's going to make things finicky, but never mind. That's not a problem as such. I might need a tank to buffer it, but it shouldn't. No, should be all right. We've got the junk data cards to deal with as well, and the bio sludge coming out. So we're also going to have junk data cards. Data cards, those ones. Let's come down here. So we're going to be bringing in stuff. What do we need for this? And data card and neural gel. Right. Okay. This doesn't look too bad. So we'll put an output there, input there. Data cards will be on the top, outside, come around to the bottom. So we need the data cards from here. So we want to split out data cards to the left. Good. Like that. I'll just put it straight across like that. Oh, oops. That was meant to go like that. Fail. Grab those again. And put them in here because why not? Or in here as well. Okay, and we need to get the blue circuits onto here. So when we get blue circuits in fact, I'm just going to use this new station down here. I'm not sure I actually need this station. Oh, no, I do, because there's two things coming in. I don't think I've got blue circuits being brought in anywhere up here because they're a bit advanced. Yeah, so I could have brought something in here, but I'm not going to because I need the new station anyway. So I might as well just go straight in here and have and not have too much of a problem with the winding all of the belts around and stuff like that. So you know, blue circuits there. And that needs to be got to here. Sure. Let's do that. And that, which is all out of whack because me and my coolant things. 4? I think that's now right. Come up there. Yeah, that is right. Okay. So we do want that belt in there actually, and going across like that. Turn all these round. Okay. That's all of my inputs except the neural gel. Yes, I am simply leaving the difficult bit till last because, well, why wouldn't I? Let's now do the difficult bit. Oh, or alternatively just run out of stuff. So I'm going to need some constant combinators. Let's just get 10 of those because more seems excessive. I need a load of steel chests. Okay, I don't have anything making me steel chests. Interesting. Steel chests for that. I think that's all I'm currently missing, so we'll go over and grab that and see and come back and see how it goes. It's a bit of a trek, but never mind. This is the problem. In hindsight, maybe I should have built two of them, or maybe I should have started building out onto the other side of the land, the input area as well. So rather than having just building out more and more and more in this direction, I should have had half of it go this way and half of it go this way. Because then it'd be a bit more balanced. It wouldn't be quite so far for the trains to go. Sometimes it wouldn't be so far for me to fly, being the more important part of that. It might just be better, but never mind. So you're not going to bring me any steel chests, is that what I'm hearing? I don't need any more Christmas trees, actually. Yeah, so I've got that request for steel chests, but it's not being fulfilled, so I'm obviously not making them. So let's just grab some steel and pocket craft them. Steel chest, steel chest. There we go. And I can spend the time while I bimble over flying through the air with the grace of ease, making those chests up. And that's probably enough actually now. I don't think I need quite this many, but yeah. Did I get? Yes, I did get those. Good. Okay, so we also need to have one of these in here, and we need to copy. Well, I'm going to copy that to it. It's about 1,000 of anything, sure. So we'll say, what was it? So it was the Vitalic epoxy and blue circuits. Right, those should now be brought over here. At least they would be brought over here if I had, no, if I had that in place. There we go. So now the blue circuits should be brought over, I think. I believe we have blue circuits as a resource. Yes. We don't have red circuits as a resource. This is really annoying because during the last stream, an asteroid struck my red circuit storage warehouse and destroyed it completely, and I haven't actually replaced it yet. Should do that. But that should get me some blue circuit. Oh no, I haven't wired it. I haven't actually hooked it up to the system. Now it should get me some blue circuits. Okay, do I know? Oh, I don't have a scaffolding request in my requesty things. That's unhelpful. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and get some. That was a bit of a fail. While I'm doing this, we'll have a quick look back down on Norvis, see how my spaceship is doing with filling up with what's the name, data card substrates, because I think it should be nearly full now, and once that happens, it won't automatically fill me up because it's all in a non-providery warehouse. Right, if I look at, oh, it's gone. Right, so it's yeah, it has actually come up here and is presumably unloading. Yes, there we go. And it's now unloading massive quantities of these substrates through the warehouse and then up round down the long belt all the way over here to be made into more memory cards because I'm really short of memory cards. I'm just getting through so many of them with some of the astro science, the things that require me to launch probes that are really expensive in cards to make. So yeah, right, let's get some more of this. 3,500 should be enough for now. I think that's probably good. Let's get some supercomputers actually, because I'm going to need those. You have 3. I'm going to need 8 because this is a tier 4, and I seem to have been putting in 2 per tier. So yeah, this is. Well, I'll take 4 at least, so I can build half build it, and then I'll come back and get some more. And then I shall start thinking very hard about what do you call it? Bottlenecks and trying to work out why things aren't running as fast as I'd like them to. Okay, down here, how are we doing? Right, let's put some more of this in because that's what I was waiting for. Right, now making this turbo gunge. Oh, I need to actually let's pipe this up before I do that. So we're going to have an output. No, it's an input and an output there. I'm going to actually let's just do solid pipe. I can't bother, or at least this sort of this solidity of pipe. Save a few little bits of resources here and there. So it'll flow straight back in again, and hopefully I'll make sure there's a tank somewhere around here that allows it to buffer a little bit. So we've then got to dispose of this. Now, am I going to be able to fit this in? If I go down there, can I come up there? Yes, excellent. Oh, but if I go down there, I can't come up there. Oh, I can come up there. Okay, that's close enough. And then we have another biosludge array up here. Ah, never quite long enough. All right, so I'm going to do that, even though it's a bit dirty. But there we go. That can link that in now. So that's all good. That's all fine now, probably, hopefully. If I end up putting in another, that's the wrong way around. If I end up putting in another one of these machines, which I almost certainly will, I'll put in some underground pipes to go across from here as well, I think. But for now, what I'm probably going to have is that, and then that as an input for it, basically. Yeah, let's put these in for now, just because otherwise I'll regret it, because I'll forget it later. Right, so we need a growth facility, which sounds disgusting. We'll put that there, I think, and that is to make advanced neural gel. Oh, it requires one of the data packs as well. Crikey. So how many? So it requires 2 solid inputs. Okay, so I'll put them on the 1 belt, and it has 2. Oh, right. That's going to have to go there, and that's going to have to go there to there because I haven't put in a thing for this yet. There we go. We'll help that out at some point. That's mildly annoying, but not too much of a problem. That's getting a bit crowded in there, which is why it's mildly annoying. I suppose actually I could have extended these further down and the pipes could go almost anywhere, but you know, yeah. Yes and no. So is you only outputting one solid? Okay, so I can put this straight up there like that. Typically, that's in the wrong place. Let's just run a pipe like that. I believe, yes, that does link up. Good. I'm going to need to, yeah, so I need to take the biosludge out and away. That's not too much of a problem because I've got a pipe of it here. That noise of spaceships arriving and departing is kind of distracting. Oh, I've run out of those. Make some more. Pipe underground. Right. Okay, so that's those output. In fact, that's all the outputs done. That's nice and easy. Now, neural gel and nutrient fluid. Let's see if I'm sure I must have made these before. In fact, I'm sure I've made these before because they're required for one of the earlier sciences. So here's nutrient fluid at least. So let's bring this down. I love long reach. Okay, so that's my nutrient fluid, which is making neural gel here. That I'm just feeding straight into these machines, so it's not actually making it out onto a bus anywhere. That's a shame. It means I'm gonna it just means I'm going to have to have a breakout from there and bring it down like this, I guess. And that's something I'm going to want to do slightly more by hand, I think. Right, so up here, from here, do that, and that, and that. Right, so we only have one machine making this stuff, so I suspect that's not going to be enough, but we'll see how it goes. Once I get the thing running, we can then start looking for all of the bottlenecks. But for now, I'm happy if it just works, even if it works slowly, then I'm going to be basically happy. So we'll have a single and a double for that. So we've got the nutrient fluid first. This is not remotely in line with all of the other stuff I've got. Let's do it again, but better. Nutrient fluid is right over here. That looks like a 5 to me. Close enough. There we go. Alright, so that's filled that up. And with the right stuff as well, which is wasn't a given. It's too long. Let's bring it down here, and then again a little loop of pipe around like that. Okay, that's, I want to say all of the inputs. It's not all of the inputs because we still need to get the significant biomass and the bioelectric data. So that's the one with the, it looks like it's got a question mark on it. It's Riddler data. Where am I making the Riddler? Is it any of these? Stop flying around, I can't see. Yes, it's this one. Right, okay. So we'll put in a splitter there that says I only want Riddler data. That one. And then that there. And then we bring this down here like this, I suppose. Ooh, it's a bit crowded down there. Let's go here. This seems to still be clear enough that I can punch a belt through, which is all that matters. And we also need biosamples. What sort of quantities do we need these in? One of each. I don't mind using and how long does it take? It takes 50 seconds. Blimey, this may be going to. This machine may have some speed modules in its future, unless it produces an enormous amount of bio goop for this time. Okay, so we want a splitter there, which pulls out just the blue biomass. Another one there like that, and then I guess we come along here like this. That's some delicious spaghetti. And put that in there. And there we go. And it's running. Right. Good. Phew. I mean, that was complex and kind of fiddly, but to be honest, it wasn't as bad as I was worrying it might be. Now, I am fairly sure that we're going to run out of neural gel, but I'm prepared to let it just run for a moment or two and see how it gets on. There we go. There's some data coming out. Good. It's gone in the right place. So now we're basically there, apart from the what do you call it? The Vitalic epoxy that hasn't been unloaded from the spaceship yet, because that was waiting for warehouses and other such shenaniganery. So I'll just finish this up, get these out to a point where they can be taken down to a centimajigger, like this. Bloop and bloop. Fine. Since I've got those supercomputers, I'll put them in as well, just because, you know, they're in my pockets. I might as well put them down rather than carrying them around with me for the sake of it. So that can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you escaping? All right, then. I'll catch you on Thursday, I suppose, when you're actually playing. Yes, it's that Al, I'm afraid. January the Tumteeth. I think life will return to semi quiet again on about the 20th of January, something like that. I think that's about when Panto Week is anyway. So yeah, I'll be around then. I don't know what I'll be doing on Wednesdays at that point. We'll see how it goes. See what happens. Hey Anton, welcome. You catch me in the middle of staring vaguely at Biological 4. And making some progress, if I do say so myself. We're going to need some coolant in here. Plump, 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 plump. Yeah, and actually, to be honest, watching a stream might be quite convenient on a Wednesday because it gives me time to sort of, well, I can't watch a stream and edit a video at the same time, unfortunately. But maybe if I'm editing some photos or something like that, we'll see. But all right, bye bye. Right, let's go back over and see if that rocket has now that spaceship has now arrived with all the stuff I need in order for me to get that station finished off. Oh, I meant to put a radar down there by the in the biological science area. Oops, I'll do that when I go back again. Because I am definitely going to go back again because it's not finished. So I've flown into a spaceship, haven't I? How are we doing up here? Oh, I didn't have any chests. Right, let's see. I can make some more steel chests. See if that'll be enough. Plump, 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 plump. Is that the lot? Yes, it is. Okay, what are we missing over there? What are we missing over there? Stop complaining. Right. There's a lot of cables going into this into here. Okay, so here we have these are the unloading stations. So those are now good to go. So we do need to program them. So let's see. This is going to be. I said, ooh, this is going to be the first train. So we've got the process, and it's not called process. It's called something else. But this one anyway, the Vitamelange extract on this station. Then we've got the core fragments, which is the green core fragment, that shade of green. Then we've got the Vitaspice, Oh no, coronal mass ejection on Tulip. What? Ah, why had I not noticed this being warned about before? Uh-oh. And help and stuff. So far we seem to be okay. Oh, because I've got a defensive thing here. There it is. Right, how much power have I got? Quite a lot actually. This is holding up okay. So, right, my steam power has gone through the roof, unsurprisingly, because we're pulling all of that straight into the umbrella defense. It's curving down a little bit now, so let's go over to let's go over to the 1 minute range. Yeah, so I hope it's flattening out. So hopefully that's nearly at the top, and we're going to be okay without pulling too much power out of the. With about. Ooh, we seem to be okay actually. I think we might just be tanking this straight from the nuclear. Oh no, we are. No, take it back. We are using a bit of accumulator power, which we were briefly. No, we have just straight up tanked that with the steam in the tanks. Um, the steam tanks have allowed me to just straight up tank it with on steam power without needing to tap into my battery packs. That's amazing. Okay, apparently coronal mass ejections are a kind of solved problem. That's gone better than I expected it to be honest, when I saw it was happening. Good. And we've still got like 16,000 steam in there. And we have and the reactors haven't even had to kick back in again. That's amazing. Right, well, good. That might be the least scary coronal mass ejection I've ever seen. Yeah. Thank you for sharing my panic. And well, yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Okay, so this one is going to be a Vita Spice, which is the. Is it in here? Yes, there it is. Now onto the second train. So on the front one is Vitalic Epoxy, which is in here. I just realised I've not programmed remotely enough of these. There we go. The second one is Vitalic Reagent. And the names don't matter. They're all just silly made up words as far as I can tell. Well, not mostly made up, and it just as long as you get the right things going in the right places, just get the right pictures in the right places, it's basically okay. So we put the acid in this one. And also down here. This bottom one is this one up here. So this is the chunks. We'll find out once the train starts to unload whether if I've got any of this wrong. It's not going to be the end of the world. I can reprogram stuff quite easily. That one, and then this one. Right. I think that probably means I can now unleash the trains, and of course nothing will happen because I haven't actually programmed it all up properly yet. Because it occurred to me while I was looking at this and scratching my head over things and not able to get into. There we go. Right. So what we've got here is the trains are trying to leave when they are told that they are on. Sorry, when they're told that they are in the certain place, 511, which they are in, but that signal isn't getting to them because we're not putting it onto this network. And there was a reason why I didn't want to link the input and output networks. I can't remember what it was now, but there was definitely a reason for it. Oh yeah, it's because we get negative numbers on here and I'm working with those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a green cable from here to here to here to here to bugger. I suppose I could link to there, but mostly I just want to link to that because there you go. Then see that train goes and to there. And because it's green, because I've used a green wire there, it hasn't bridged the networks, so we're not getting the transfer of data between them that I really didn't want. Now I need to get off this spaceship because as soon as this trains unload, which won't be very long, actually there's nothing telling them where to go yet, so actually it will be very long. They're not going to go anywhere because I haven't done the next part of this trick. to allow them to escape. Yes, you're probably right. The distance from the sun probably does have a big effect on how scary a coronal mass ejection is. Yeah, I hadn't really thought that through when I was expressing my surprise. But yeah, it makes a certain amount of sense. Oh yeah, that's doing direct insertion essentially, so or almost direct insertions. That's why it's quicker. Okay, so what we need to do here is make both of the trains go if either of them runs out of anything. This is going to be slightly tricky. I guess what I can do is I can say if both trains are there and there is a negative of anything and subtract one of each of these things from the train contents, then go. Yes, that'll probably work. So I need to say if train 1, if train 2. Now, if both trains are there and there's a negative amount of anything, then go. And I've run out of these things. Are these being brought over? No, they're not. I'm not. I thought I was making these now. Oh, yes, I am making them. So they're on their way. Excellent. Can I move that up like no one? Yes, I can move it up like 1 square. Okay. There we go. Still powering everything. Okay, so what was I saying? So I was saying what I'll do is I'll copy that. No, I can't copy that because it's got the wrong names. If I edit this station, right, I need to link it to the network first. Okay, so we'll do station to those to there, stations to there. Let's do this one step at a time. So, right, we want to send to train. Yes, we want to read train contents. We want to read stop train. We want that one to output it as a T. Okay, that's good. That's everything we want. And over here, the same again. Read train contents as a S. So if S greater than 0, output 1 tick. If T greater than 0, output 1 tick. If tick equals 2, then output 1 tick. Right, so that's got my first reason for going. This is the second one. So we need to say if anything is less than 0, then output 1 flag, I think. Then we put in one of these with all of the things that this system is going to carry. So we have a -1 of those, -1 of these, and these, and the other train stuff is this one, this one, and this one. Right, so we're outputting, so we connect that up to the, flip that round. So we'll connect that to the, connect that to the station as well, and to that. So now here we have inputs. We have inputs of -1 of all of those things because the trains are empty, completely empty. And we say if that's outputting, that should be outputting a 1. Yes, it is. So we then have another bread cable going like that and that and that. And we say if tick equals 2, then output a green tick. I'm going to use a different... No, I'm not, because I've already set it up here. And then we can pass that back into the train system. Does that seem right to everyone? Do you think I've got that right there? Because so what I'm thinking should happen is the train should, when either of the trains are not there, this won't be outputting a tick at all. So we won't have two ticks here. So we won't have a green tick coming out of here. So this won't trigger and tell the trains to go. If the trains have both arrived, but they've both got at least one of each of their at least one of each of the things they're carrying, then we won't have any negative numbers because these minus ones will be cancelled out by the stuff in the trains. I am reading train contents, am I not? Yes, I am. So again, the trains won't go because there'll only be the one tick saying the trains are there. When either of these trains runs out of any of the stuff in it, we will then send both trains away at the same time. I think that's probably okay. I'm going to plug it in and kind of see what happens. I'll just link to there, it's easy. Let's link to there, it's more obvious what's happening. Right, so the trains have left, which is expected behaviour at this point. And when they arrive in the ship, I expect the ship to leave as well. Okay. Why is the ship not left? So that's this one here. So we say that's outputting 1, that's not outputting. So you're saying if anything is negative, then output a tick, and it is. This is saying if trains equals 2, then output a tick. But it's not. But these trains aren't. So these stops don't consider the trains to be at them at the moment. So where are the trains are on? Right. Okay. So the train should have gone to Norvis. Let's just run through the loop again and make sure they're not something. And then they should get back onto the spaceship. Then they shouldn't do anything. Oh, that's a less than. That should be an equals. Right, there we go. There's the problem. Which of them do I just fix? Right. Okay, so they should both sit there now. And so the spaceship should go. And they are both sitting there now. That's on spaceship. That's on spaceship. They're sitting there. We've got the S and the T signals coming through there as expected. And the C. Okay. So we've got that's happy, that's happy, that's happy, that's happy. That's set to 2, which is terrifying because it shouldn't. Oh, I haven't plugged in the input side down there. That's why. And also that's set to 2, which is kind of mildly terrifying because it really shouldn't be. It should be set to 4. Yes, I did. Oh, it is set to 4. Oh, no, it's got 2 inputs and it's set to 4. It's set to be. Huh? I've not wired these 2 in either. Right, there we go. Now that's outputting as appropriate. And yes, I haven't plugged this in. So let's plug this in now. And plib goes the spaceship. Right. Okay. So far this seems to be working. I think we're probably okay. However, I say probably in that sort of slightly nervous tone of voice because I mean it hasn't gone all the way around yet. So who knows? Anything could happen yet. Right. I do need to put in some combinators along here. Like that. And then I need to wander down here so they're not going to get placed because the bots, yeah. Oh, I think I've just entered the catchment area of the bots. Right, so what I need to do is I need to copy a pickup station somewhere. That's not a pickup station. Your pickup stations, but you don't have combinators because I'm lazy. Your pickup station. Where is there a pickup station that I've done properly? How about you guys down here? Yes, you'll do. Yeah, okay. Close enough. Good enough, rather. program, 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 program. So we then need to hook that, that, that to that to that, that to that to that, 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 and that, that. I don't think I... And copy paste that as well. Okay, simple. Wow, that was quick. So what's that getting? That's getting the Vitalic epoxy. Good, because we knew we needed that. So that's going to take... Oh, and we're also getting some Vitalic reagents as well. Oh, I should set these to train limit of 1 as well. What was this one, wasn't it? Yet? That train's going to be sat there for quite a long time. In fact, you know what? You just go there. Don't care. Let's have a look on Tulip. See if this spaceship's got back there yet, because I do want to know if it's working. I don't see it. That's either means it just hasn't got there yet, or oh, okay, it's just not going anywhere because it hasn't had speed set. It has had speed set. What now? What is that doing? Oh no, that's the landing signals. That's okay. So we've got planet 1138. Hang on, isn't Tulip a moon? Yes, moon 1138. That's why it's not working. Okay, at least I've managed to work out why. So that should be the moon signal. It's kind of annoying that it isn't just location 1138, given that they all have different numbers. Sure, let's just land it here again and let it fly off as it will, which it should do almost immediately. There we go, like that. Now we can see if it's actually working. Yes, now it's actually going somewhere. Good. And even better, it's going to Tulip. Right, okay, good. I'm glad that's working this time. Okay, so that should mean that down here we now can't see what's going on because it's in the dark. Let's flip back over there and put in that radar I was talking about. And everything should now be working slowly. Oh, no, let's get some more supercomputers actually before I go over there, because I do need some more of them. Another 4, ideally. Somewhere down here is a machine. I think it's that one. Yes, that one. 3. Do. Bit of a shortage of blue circuits by the looks of it. There we go. 4. It's a long way across the map. Then I've already got a silly number of pods in my jetpack. Maybe it needs to be even more silly. Let's put in one of these while I'm here. Down here somewhere is the correct place to put it in inverted commas, but I think I'll just stick it in here because there's a gap. Right, how are we doing? We don't seem to... Oh, we don't have any Vitalic epoxy. Did it go up here? What's that? Oh, it's bots chasing me. Okay. Did it go up here then? No, not up here. Up here then instead. Yes, it did, because I think... Do I need it for this thing? Presumably I do, or I wouldn't have programmed it in. But you never know, I might have made a mistake. It's not impossible. Yeah, I do need Vitalic epoxy up here. Okay, but I don't yet, so I want you to come down here until empty. Do that. Make it so. because this is a much higher priority. What did I fly over that was damaged? And whatever it was, it probably isn't damaged anymore, because that's the whole point of these things. But yeah, I don't know. Didn't know stuff got beaten up already. Okay, here's the train. Unloading the Vitalic epoxy. Out onto the belt. Comes over here and right. Things churn away. I believe that's now all of my science data card types. Yes, I don't have very many of this one. That's presumably the yeah, the neural gel one. This is it because it's short of neural gel? Oh, it's because I haven't disposed of these cards. Okay, that's fair enough. I can I'm happy to realise I've made a mistake like that, and it needs fixing. I also know I need to put in the coolants for the supercomputers down there, so this isn't actually going to run yet. Okay, so let's see if I bring this down an extra square, then I can hop this through there like that, and then carry on over. What? Okay, I guess that'll do. Over here like this till I find the place where I ditch. There it is. The broken memory cards. Like that. Plunk. There we go. Now it's flowing happily again. Now, yeah, as I say, we have everything except the coolant. So we need the super chilled for the input and the warm for the output. That's easy enough. Just up here somewhere. Here we go. So we've got warm, and we've got super chilled. Absolute zero. Bring that down there as well. And then this one comes over about there, I guess. Line these up to an extent. And put it like that and like that. There we go. Now that can run. They're all going. That's good. Now we don't have anything. As I say, we don't have anything like enough input to keep this system running. But the fact that we've got to the point where it will make at least one shows that I've got the basic design correct. So copy, paste. Now I need to pull this out, put it onto a station down here for to take away, and it's sort of done. Emphasis on sort of, because it isn't remotely actually finished. Where's my input? There's my input. So put this about here. Yeah, looks about right. I can go there. We don't need that. Oh, I didn't do a proper copy. Let's try it again. A shifty copy this time to get the tiles. I can put that in down here. Just do it. You know, we both know what I want you to do. And then put that there. Link. Link. Fine. Just do that. Seems easier. Actually, let's at least put that in a sensible place. There we go, like that. Since it's such a small difference. Now, to put in enough of this to go over here. Of course, it's lined up right directly with the pipe. Let's pull that back up again and do it sort of vaguely neatly. So we'll come across this level instead. Ooh. Oh. There we go. Lazy way. After all that effort putting in the undergrounds and things, now I'm just going to be lazy. Blip. Straight across like that. Oh, and these need programming as well, because you need to be worrying about type 4s. But still, as ever, it's that amount of space in them. Right. Okay, so the idea of the way these things work is that we're supposed to use one of each of these every 5 seconds. Yeah, so 40-second crafting time. I've got 8 machines, so it's one every 5 seconds. So let's go through and do the maths for that. So that means I need... This works half the time, and it takes 10 seconds. So it actually takes 20 seconds to produce one, which means I need 4 of them. So we're going to need a bit more space to play with over here, like that. Now, this is going to be a little bit fiddly because there's so much pipe work around it, but I reckon if I just copy that much of it, put it... Actually, it's all... Yeah, it's all the same fluid on the bottom and the left and right. So if I just put that there, then they'll all mix together in exactly the right way that I want them to. So I don't need to leave a gap. I also don't need that pipe. Do need that belt. This doesn't need to be an undergroundy all the way across. Why are you not... Oh, I've run out of pipes. I've run out of 3-length pipes. Let's make some more of those then. Right, that's all now running happily. Good. I mean, I could have gone in and speed moduled it, but I think this is... I kind of want to leave the speed modules for when I go, oh, actually, I need a lot more of this later. I just want to go in and black speed modules across everything. How's power doing over? Power is absolutely fine. Okay. So what do you like? So you do make one every single time you run, but it takes you 10 seconds. So I need 2 of these. I'm just going to copy that much of it because the belt is funny underneath. I'll put it there because I'm paranoid. That pipe doesn't have anything on it, but I'm just still a bit paranoid about putting these machines butting up against each other just in case something stupid happens. And these run nice and quickly comparatively, so I don't see any problem with having a few more of them in. This one, all right? How long do you take? You take 10 seconds, and you have a 50% chance of succeeding. So we need 4 of these. It's only a mechanical facility, so that's not too bad. The most awkward thing is all of this stuff I've got up here at the top. So if I just copy this much. 2, 3, 4, and belt, and belt. Oh, and belt. And you are taking 2 seconds to run and producing one every single time. So you're great. This one's absolutely fine. That's why it's backed up so much. Okay, so that should now have the correct quantity of everything. So in a quantity in some time, this will eventually propagate all the way down here. We'll have enough of everything in there for it to all just run and to run these machines flat out. I'm sort of tempted to break the belt here and just let a backlog build up of all of the rarer sciences, but I don't think there's any point. I think we might as well just leave it. It wouldn't do any better apart from having a visible backlog, and there's no real need to have that. But if we just let it run, we should see these machines light up in sequence gradually, one after the other. So I believe that is now done. Let's have another look at Tulip. Well, there's no spaceship there. I don't know what to make of that. The melangerie is sitting in orbit above Tulip and not landing. I bet I've got one of the clamps wrong. So 13, is that the correct number? Where's my list that I've written down on with pen and paper like a I don't know, like a savage of some sort. 13 is Vita stuff, so that's correct. So we are trying to land with 13. That is a clamp number 3, isn't it? Yes. So I bet maybe on Tulip I haven't set it up properly then. That's the most likely cause in my opinion. There's no clamp at all. Oh no. Okay. I'd say good, but it isn't. I could borrow this one from down here, I suppose. Actually, let's land it there and just see if there happens to be one in storage somewhere, because I did dump a lot of my inventory somewhere, and it might well have been here on this planet. Also, why is this not running? You've run out of sulfur because you've run out of gas, because you've run out of oil. Because... Oh. Okay. That's unexpected. This must have been being powered by the spaceship when I was here before, so let's put that there. Right, that's fixed that problem then. Next one is okay. So let's land the spaceship manually for now. Melangerie, that's the one. So we'll land this manually for now, in the right place, so I can see where the clamp should go. Plonk. I'll put one of those in there and see if it appears. Fingers crossed. I'm mildly hopeful, but not very hopeful, basically. I don't even know if it's... Oh, it is. No, it is covered by that roboport. So if there is one available, it will be placed, but there isn't one available. Okay. So in the interest of getting things working for... Oh, I don't need this one anymore. I'm not using that spaceship anymore, so that one can be pulled up and used instead. Right, there we go. Okay, problem is sorted in a kind of gross and dirty way. Okay, that train's full. Good. So that's coming back round again. So far, so good. Oop, that one's going as well. Excellent. Pull in. And gone. This is looking promising. I need to set this as a 13 so that it'll dock when it comes back again. This is looking very promising. And these are starting to flow again now as well, which is nice, given they weren't before. Right, so I still need to get a spaceship coming in and landing here, and I did put that clamp in conveniently. That's a number 9, which hopefully is correct for... Yes, that's correct for core fragments and stone by train. Good. So this seems to be... This seems to be working. I'm... Priority to split it... Which splitter? Which splitter should I prioritize? I mean, you may well be right, but I don't know. Did you mean one of the ones up here? Because I want to be producing both, or I want to be producing both the basically all of the things from here, and let it back up when it finally fills up. And the same here. I need sulfuric acid for this acid, and I need the sulfur for the vitalic epoxy. So I need all of the things to come out of here. So I don't want to prioritize them. Oh, blue circuits on orbit. Up here, presumably. Oh yes, you're quite right. Thank you. Input priority left. Why have you... Oh, this isn't... Oh, fail. There we go. Yep, no, they're actually going this time. Good. Yeah, there's now quite a lot of blue circuits here that need to be churned through, but I'm cautiously optimistic that won't be a problem, because hopefully as any more come out, they'll be taken up from here. So I think that should be okay. Interestingly, all of the lights have come on down here, despite that jam up there. So we must have just about got enough through, or it was one of the things that were in slightly... No, it was the neural, which is... Neural is the one where... Oh no, not shortest of. Okay, so we had enough of a buffer for that that we caught it in time. Right, my biggest concern now is how much of this stuff we've got, and it seems to be being produced and used up at about the same rate. It's this neural gel on the input though that's the problem. So I think I'm going to go and put in another machine to make this neural gel, especially if that's going to be required for one of the other things. Where is neural gel? I think neural gel is... There it is. Coming from here. Right. This one. So I want to copy that, basically, and put it there. Is that... It's not quite long enough. Okay, we'll put that in there. Still not long enough. Do that then. And this one needs to come down an extra square, and we do that. Okay, so we're now hopefully making neural gel twice as fast. Why isn't this running? No nutrient gel. Oh, up here as well. Right. There we go. In fact, let's do this differently. Let's put that in there, and that there, like that, and that. Because that way I can just copy and paste this individual chunk of it without having to, and there as well. So I can just copy and paste this bit if I want another one without having to faff around quite so much with trying to mesh them up perfectly. Right, that's chugging away happily. It takes a while to run, but I think given that we seem to have just about enough neural gel before, I think having doubled the throughput, we should now be absolutely fine with it. Sweet. Okay, so these are all running as expected. That's pleasing. Generally happy with that. And we've got a grand total of 76 of them produced so far. Not a huge number, but it'll do. It's a work in progress, should we say. We just need to leave it ticking over, and we'll eventually get enough that it'll bring a trainload of them up, and we'll be cooking with biologicals, I guess. So the next step is to turn those catalogues into the actual science packs up here. So down here, we presumably, hopefully, etc., etc., is this asking for them? No, not yet. So we'll ask for them. Now, obviously, we won't be able to get any yet, but because there aren't enough to fill up a train. But if we can ask for them, then that's a good start. Did I? I intended to be careful, but it's quite likely I wasn't. Let's have a look. Not you. Where is it? Where's nutrient? Here it is. Oh yeah, you're right, I did. Arse. Yeah, I'll go down there in a minute and fix that. And I can't be bothered right now, but I definitely do need to. You're not wrong. Okay, so that's getting dumped in here. It'll flow all the way along, and up here, 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 to here. Huh, I've not even put in the machine for this one. So we need another one of these up here. And it needs to be within dumping range to put onto there. But, oh, don't we have a... How does this work? It's been so long since I've done one of these, I've completely forgotten. So we put that there? Yeah, I think so. We unload like that. Cut that, put that through there. We rotate this, and then we say, you're supposed to be doing science packs 4. Underground belt, underground belt. Don't give me this stuff, I don't want it. Right, and then so on the input for this, we're going to definitely need 2 belts. I think we're going to need 3 belts, which is going to be annoying, but for now we'll do that. So we've got the, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs. Crikey. Okay, so here's the first, well, here's a pair. So let's bring these in on this, at this level. Oh, hey, the biologicals are sufficiently bright that they glow through the underground belts. That's interesting. I've only seen that before with nuclear stuff. So we'll do that. Bring that up like that. Okay, so that's 2 of the things we need. We also need these. And I'm going to put another underground in here like that. So we can bring something in from there. So we also need to have epoxy, core fragments, and the catalogues. The catalogues are going to be coming up this belt. So bring them across. They can be the other thing that goes in here. Like that. So now it's just the epoxy and the core fragment. And they're both coming in from over here, conveniently. Or at least they will be. So we've got the epoxy, that one. And the core fragments. Like that. So that's on these two belts. I'm just going to do this, to be honest, because there's nothing else going to happen up here. It's a good question. I haven't updated my game for quite a long time because there were some things that would have broken quite a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't like to say whether it's you or me who needs to update their game. Now, do any of these things need silly quantities? That's the thought I didn't have. The science packs do. Need 6, but they're on the nearest. They're the nearest one anyway, so that's okay. And nothing else does. Right, so we'll put in another undergroundy like that. Then this comes across here, and we put in a splitter like that. And then I suppose we do that as well for completeness sake. Right, and then we have inputs. So we have that, and we have that, and we have that. But we can't put that there. We'll have to put it there because we need, and we can't have that there. We'll have to put it there because we need to be able to get at these coolant inputs. And bring up, where is it? It's here. Okay, so we're going to need another underground like that. And then that's at least a 15. Let's drop one of them in there. That looks like a 5 to me. I haven't got any 5s. Let's make some 5s. Bloop. Yeah, 5. It's far more satisfying than it should be when I estimate one of those things right. Okay, so that's now, I believe, set up. Now, the usual question here is, what happens to the Duff memory cards that come up here and go out this way? And currently, the answer is nothing. This is broken. How do I fix this? There is, an, I guess I feel dirty doing this, but I'm going to bring it around here like this. Oh, no, it doesn't need to be filtered because it's already been pre-filtered rather than post-filtered. Okay, that's interesting. That might just be generally better. All right. Cool. So, oh, and that would have been the tier 4 packs going around there anyway, so that would have been really bad. Right, so now I need to just make sure I get all of the things over here that I need, which is, yes, the epoxy, and also the core fragments. Core, blimey. Fragments, that's these ones. Let's have minus 1,000 of those too, please. And yeah, once we get some more epoxy up here, and once we get the the catalogs, I think that's done. Incidentally, how is the melangerie doing? Not well. It's taken off. It's flown. It's got to Norvis orbit and it hasn't landed. Why has it not landed? So we are feeding on the input signal. We are feeding in go fast and anchor to a 13 with your number 3. We have our number 3 here, so that's there. Norvis orbit also has a 13, I hope. No, it has a 9 for some stupid reason. Goodness sake. Because I copied and pasted and yeah. Alright, there we go. So there have been several problems on this loop. However, I believe I've solved each of those as I found them. I haven't just gone in and told the ship or the train or whatever to do something manually. I've gone in and actually done it properly. Oh, what I should do, it's just occurred to me. I should say noise tick, and inactivity. And inactivity. Now, why hasn't this taken off again? Is it oh, it's still fueling, perhaps that's why. Yes, it's still refueling. That needs to get to 590 before it'll take not that one. That needs to get to 590 before it'll take off. Okay, let's send these around the loop again, because it feels a bit stupid that they haven't unloaded completely. So we'll have a little bit of inactivity as well, please. Are they set to an ore and I just didn't notice? They are. Go around again. Goodness sake, Laurence. Alright, so I can pull in. It'll unload, yeah. And that one gets there and it stops. So we're waiting for... Oh dear. Okay, no, I can't do that. Because that's never going to happen. Um... Also, Don't know what to do about that, because I can get rid of. If I get rid of, I'll get rid of the inactivity, so it at least basically works. But the problem is, as soon as one of the trains empties any one of its things, it's going to just go. In fact, they're both just going to go, which means because this is a shorter route to get here, it's going to empty more quickly, and this one's going to pull in, not have much of a chance to empty its stuff before it leaves again. I mean, in the long run, it's going to not be a problem because we'll get to the stage where all of these things are full. But that's going to be a very, very long time because these are warehouses, and warehouses take lots of filling up. Any bright ideas? Let me know in the comments if you have any bright ideas, because that isn't ideal. However, this is quite good. We've got the stuff turning up here now. I think I'm going to send a train to go and get the these. There's a load of... Oh, I've run out of blooming chests again. Okay, so we're going to go and get some more steel to make the steel chest to finish off that station down there. Then I'm going to call a train to come over anyway and just pick up all the stuff that we need. To pick up all of the tier 4 catalogues, just to make sure it's all working. And then we can let it naturally pick up the rest of the next load. When there's enough to actually fill a train. Oh, let's do this as well while we're here. So I need a warehouse, which I've got. How do I make that? How do I upgrade it? I need lots of... Oh, God, crikey. Hello, bots. I need a large quantity of red... Oh, I need red circuits for it. Fortunately, some in here. That would have been ironic if I'd not been able to make it because of the because it had been destroyed. All right, let's try it. Let's put that in there. Okay, so that's going to run merrily until that empties, which, and then we'll get another rocket coming up full of red circuits. So it's not really the end of the world. It's just one rocket load wasted. Signal telling it to leave until there's no trains present. But if there's no trains present, then it won't leave. No, wait, what? Oh, condition and... Ah, I see what you mean. So set the trains so they've got to be there for at least 30 seconds. No, that won't work because one train arrives first. So this train will arrive, say 5 seconds before, just for a convenient number. After 25 seconds, this train will have waited for 30 seconds and have a and there'll be 2 trains there, so it'll leave. This one will have waited for 25 seconds and there will be 2 trains there, so it won't leave. And by the time it gets to 30 seconds, there will only be there will only be one train there. However, if I take the inside train to... No, that won't work. I was going to say I could put the inside train to 30 seconds and the outside train not at all, but then we'd have the opposite problem. The outside train would leave and the inside train would be stuck there. One possibility is to just have them wait for 2 minutes and then go and then leave. But then you're just transporting the same load of all of the Vita stuff back and forth. And it's just a waste of fuel once the system fills up. Oh, I see. Yes, I have a flip flop in there. I could do. Flip flops give me headaches, but it's probably the best idea, really. Okay, all right. Let's put in a flip flop and try and remember how to make the damn things as well. Actually, it's not a flip. Well, yeah. Yeah. So we'll disconnect that, hook up that. Oh no, apparently I need to move this down a bit. How do we do this then? So we have inputs like that. We say if C equals 2, that's set. So we output... No, inactivity doesn't work because the trains might be inactive at different times. There needs to be something. A trigger needs to go to send both trains, or a trigger needs to go when trains are ready to go and then just hold it until they've both gone. So I'm going to try and do the both gone thing, and this is going to be difficult. So we'll say, I don't know. Let's put in let's say green for set. How do these work? I'm completely blanking on how to make an RS latch. This is quite embarrassing. Right, so we say if we've got so this needs to, so if we've got green, all right, okay, here we go. That then goes to there. So if we've got a 2 on the input, two trains on the C equals 2, then we output a green. And if we've got C equals 0, then we output... I want to output -1 green. Oh, damn it. I need a... Why are you buzzing? I need a... This arithmetic... What do you do with arithmetic combinators? No, it can't be right. I made one of these on Norvis. Let's have a look at that and see if it helps. This was for the nuclear power stations to know whether to use power from them or not. So here we go. Right, we've got a thing that says output a red reset signal, output a green set signal. Then down here we've got, oh okay, then we've got the output 1 of everything. If you get a red is 0, output 1 of everything. If green is greater than 0, then output... I don't need all of this, but I'm going to put this in anyway. Like that. Don't need 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 that. Okay, so come on, bots. Wait, it's going to be in the wrong place. Cut that. Put it like that. Just so they've got power. That's all I'm doing this for. Right. So this is the set. So we want to set it if train equals 2. If there are 2 trains, then we set it. If there's no trains, we reset it. Then down here, so at the moment there's no trains, so we're outputting a green signal. What happens if there's 2 trains? But if we have 2 trains, then we will output a green signal from here, which will go into this one, which says if green is greater than 1, then we'll output a green signal. But there's an output already outputting a green signal because we're getting a what? Output red to here. If red is 0, then output 1 of everything. Okay. If green is greater than 0, why is it outputting a green? Oh, it's back. Well, these trains are just going to sit there forever because I've broken everything. Okay, let's wire from there, at least wire from here to here. So we're getting about 2C input. So now we should be outputting a green. So we've got 2 trains. So we are outputting that 1 there. Why is that outputting a... Why has that got a red going into it, though? Where's the red coming... Oh, it's from... So it's got 2... Oh, they're ticks, not C's at this point. For goodness sake. Right. How are we doing now? So we've got nothing coming out of either of these. Tick equals 2, output 1 green. Tick is equal to 2. Input signals tick is tick 2. If tick equals... Oh. Fail. If tick equals 2, then output a green. So we've got a green coming out here, so that's set. And now if I hook this into here and say if green equals 1. If green equals 1, then output 1 tick. So now I can hook that up to... That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah, that's that up to there. Then the trains go. Now we'll find out in about... Nah. Train wait time 30 seconds and the... Not sure. The -1 thing, all trains are special. Do you? No, it's now got a red going into it, so it's not outputting anything. So no, I think I've got that right, because both trains have left, so this is reset. So we've got a red here instead of a green. When the ship arrives, when the trains arrive, we should get 2 signals coming through here, 2 train signals coming through here. So we'll get the 2 ticks. That'll put a green coming out here. No, I don't think I do. So let's see. This one says if green is greater than... Oh, wait. No, that's right, I think. But I do need to now set the ships back to the inactivity thing. So we need to say Norvis circuit 1 and inactivity. And inactivity. And inactivity. And inactivity. There we go. So long enough, wait long enough to unload, and then it will go to the spaceship. If yeah, yeah, I think this is probably quite good. I think I like having I like having the inactivity thing in there because yes, it makes sure that even if you've only unloaded a little bit of one of them, but it's still unloading, then it'll carry on unloading until it's empty, or until the warehouse is full. So yeah, I think this is probably good. We shall have to wait and see. I think we should wait and see when the train when the ship comes back again. But at the moment, I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I am noticing that a lot of these are not filling up. We're not getting any of the epoxy or the processed sitting around because they're obviously in high demand around the place. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, how many have I got now? How many catalogs? 218. Okay, that's enough as for a proof of concept. Let's get solid train. Go over here. Oh no! Oh no! I remember what I was doing before I got distracted. I was trying to get a spaceship landing on me. Ow! I need to come over here and get some more steel. Did I get some more steel? I did not get some more steel. Steel to make some more chests in order to finish that off. Then we can have a train come over. Yeah, this way the train shouldn't need to be synced either, because when a train leaves, it'll set the latch that won't be unset until that which will unset when the second train leaves, and they leave when the latch is set. So I think this should be okay. I mean, I say should in sort of a with scare quotes around it because who knows, but I'm mildly confident that it should work. Go there, Darth Revan. There's a Knights of the Old Republic reference I've not heard for a long time. Let's have some time. Let's do that for time. Then go up here to this one until empty. And let's do a bit of station renaming because I put some new ones in and they've got silly names now. This is. I've got another bio drop, bio solid drop 2, bio solid drop 3 then. Bio solid drop 3. That sounds like a toilet. Bio catalog log 4 pickup. Bio. What are you? What are you? Oh, you're a What is that? Vita. It's not the epoxy. What's that one called? Reagent. Okay. There goes the train. Up. I do wonder sometimes if I should upgrade these trains to rocket fuel rather than vulcanite or coal or whatever it is they use. I can't look. Make them go a bit faster. But I don't need faster trains. It's just for the fun of it. Yes, reagent is quite right. Well done. Trickle along here. Not using the recipe to make these things a bit fast. It's slightly more efficiently. Partly because I don't have enough of these catalogs, and partly because I can't be bothered to go through and get the extra data cards in that would be needed for it. And also, I'm not convinced it's actually that much better because it's quite a lot more effort for your system to make the tier 4 catalogs. So I'm not convinced that getting a few more, what do you call it, a few more insights out of it is actually worth it. I haven't done the maths for that though, so it's just a gut feeling. Right, now we have biologicals. Goodness knows what we're going to do with these. There is quite a lot of research available to me. And one of the things I quite like is this, the high temperature heat exchanger. And that doesn't actually require anything I can't get at the moment. So let's do the lattice pressure vessel. And then we'll do the nanomaterials. That is going to require the things I've just developed. And then we can do this one. Because I think having this high temperature heat exchanger is going to be rather nice. Oh, and I'm probably going to need this as well, high temperature turbine generator to go with it. Okay, maybe I don't have enough biologicals for that. Oh, that's probably a good idea. All right. Agility, constitution, dexterity, intelligence. Ooh, you say that. In the long run, yes, it's going to be worthwhile, but in the short term, I'm not actually going to get anything useful, am I? So, because I haven't got enough. Yeah, all right, let's do that first then. Then we'll do that and that, and probably should do that one first because it doesn't require the biological, but never mind. And that and that. Because I think having these tacked off onto my Zappy receiver things is going to be significantly more useful than the other ones. I could do this one as well, actually. That was a really, really expensive one, and I wasn't sure I had enough of the blue coming through yet for that. This one is also going to need to be done fairly soon, so let's tack that onto the end of the queue. These are in the completely wrong order. Let's do that again. It was intelligence, and then this one, and this one, and this one. Right, okay, so we get those done. This one we'll make a start on and see how it gets on. No, actually, I have to admit, I wasn't even thinking about the cards. I was thinking about the extra effort for most of these sort of things. Making the tier 4 catalogs is significantly more requires significantly more inputs than the earlier ones. I've not done the maths for it. Let's see if I can actually justify this, shall we? So let's have a look at bio, since this is the one I've been working on at the moment. That isn't how I want to look at it. I want to look at it from here. So we see this requires. It doesn't show me the raw ingredients for any of this stuff because it's so complicated, I think. Um, yeah, so things up here, you see the raw ingredients. These ones down here, because you can't make any of this by hand, it doesn't show you any of the raw ingredients. So I don't know, but my feeling was that you get more stuff going into each one of these tier 4 catalogs compared to the tier 3 catalogs than you get extra insights coming out. So we've got 3 going in, and 3 makes 12. Here we've got 4 makes 22. Okay, actually that is a big jump. All right. So these are making 4 per input. This is making 5.5 per input. So okay, that is quite a big jump. Maybe it probably is more efficient. However, I'm still fairly short of some of those input parts, so I'm going to stick with it as like this. How are we doing for tier 4 Astro? We are not full. Why are you not running? You've run out of tier 3 Astro. Why are you not running? Run out of tier... No, you haven't run out of tier 2 Astro. Why... Let's try that again in NavSat mode. That's another reason to upgrade, actually. Maybe I'll upgrade for that reason alone. You are sad because you haven't got any 3s. You are sad because you haven't got any aeroframe scaffolds. Goodness sake. It's too easy to accidentally turn around a random piece of belt or underground belt or something like that. That's kind of frustrating. Binky bonk. Oh well. It'll catch up now. They're not coming through faster than they're being used, but they're coming through fast enough. This machine is not fast enough, however. I need to come down. I need to go over and replace this with a big boy. Yes, what are they called? Space manufactory. Are you all... Oh, they're not all running. Okay, we have a problem down here with this one by the looks of it, which is this one, I think. Yes, why are you guys not running? Why are you not running? You've not got any of the... Oh, we're not making enough of the blue samples. Okay, let's go and find those. They are being made up here. Now, all of the inputs here seem to be... No, we're not making enough neural gel. So it is neural gel is in fact a problem. I had a feeling it would be, but I hadn't hadn't quite got to the point where it had been yet, if that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm glad I set this up before in a way that makes it easy to copy paste, because we need to have another 3 maybe. How many more of these things have I got? I've got another 2. All right, let's put 1 more in, since I've got the put in the groundwork for it, if you know what I mean. Alright, they're all chugging away happily. Biosludge seems to be keeping up. Oh, Biosludge is deliberately held at about 60%, isn't it? Because it's being produced from like 3 different places, so that's okay. Neural gel, well, it's still at 0, but hopefully these extra machines is going to be enough to get it going. I think I might put in one of my bacons in here over all of this stuff. And how many of these shall I have? No, can't have those. Let's... No, so speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. So now we're doing... crafting speed has been boosted by 140%. And power consumption has been reduced significantly. Okay, let's stick some more speed modules in along here. What? Why am I not... Pressing Z is supposed to drop a speed module into a machine, isn't it? Oh, that's a that's a circuit, that's why. Oh dear. Get a grip, Laurence. Oh, we're short of electricity now because of all of that. Largely because I've boosted that one up to plus 80%, plus 80%, minus 40%. I could have put this in a better... Oh no, I couldn't have put this in a better... Maybe I could. No, I can't get more of them. But if I put it here, I can get those machines there as well. So we'll do that. Because what I can also do is this, which is just going to make things worse for now. But then I can grab these and go... They're full now, aren't they? Yes, they are. Okay, so those are now running at 200 plus 220%, so just over 3 times the normal speed, and they are fully minimum powered. So let's put another speed module in here. Okay, there we go. How's the power consumption now? Pretty full. I think I need to go and put in some more solar panels, which I do have. Excellent. Let's just rebuild this as well, actually, and not use these silly little power poles anymore. This isn't going to do me any favours for the moment. Why am I doing it like that rather than like this? Right, so what we're going to do is put in one of these like that. Then we're going to put in one of these like that just to get the power into it. And then we can go along here like this. There we go. Okay. Right, there we go. That has linked it back up again. Interesting. So those weren't all linked together. Get rid of that. Okay, so now we're still actually using most of the power. What's... Oh, it's these growth facilities are the hungry things. And I have used... Oh, maybe I actually haven't put down very many more power solar panels than there were originally. Let's do that and put in a few more then. Yeah, I don't think I did actually. I think I basically put down the same number that were there before, so that was a bit of a fail. Now we've got like double the amount of power we need, so now we're now we're good. Yes, until I've got a decent flow of the tier 4 catalogs, you're right. It's definitely not worth it. Let's see how are we doing now with this gunge we're trying to make. We've made it to 30. It's 30% filled the pipe, so that seems promising. How are these guys doing? We're making these things a bit more quickly now. Are they? Is it quickly enough? Is this starting to back up? Yes, I think it is. Emphasis on think, because both of these seem to be more or less full, and it's not going anywhere. Yeah, there we go. It's definitely starting to back up now. Okay, looks like the crisis has been solved. Because we've got these are coming out fast enough for everything we're trying to do. Actually, the limiting factor here seems to be how quickly these inserters can put stuff in. Where am I? I'm down there. Okay. Let's give those some better inserters, because there's no point in having two machines in here that are limited by how fast their inserters are. So you can have that and that. There we go. That's a bit... Okay, maybe we need to have two of these in and actually program them. So I want to do the those things, the reagent. You are and on a whitelist, and you can do the purple biosamples if we can find those. On a whitelist again. Yeah. Oh, and we need a fast inserter on the output as well. I can blacklist those. That's fine. They're only doing one thing. Oops. Okay, so now we're short of the reagent. Great. That's only being brought all the way from Tulip, but maybe that's a train that just drops them off if we're lucky. So it seems that I'm not getting enough throughput of the other biological things. So the sort of one train load at a time isn't as much as I thought it was. Yeah, no wonder we were having issues earlier, because I did the maths for the video that's going to come out on Friday, and it takes 48 Vitamelange ore in order to make one of the, what do we call it, the final things, these ones, the epoxies. The other ones take slightly less, but even so, it still seemed like a good idea to bring them over individually. However, it does slightly reduce the amount of everything else that's being brought across, I suppose. It's a bit less general purpose, is what I think I might be trying to say. I'm not, and slightly fumbling over the words for. I'm also noticing that this is clearly not fast enough. This is the presumably the sulfur rate. No, the acid's coming through at a rate that is limited by the glass. Okay. So if I can make the glass a bit faster, then this might be all right. This does look... I mean, I can do that. That's going to help a little bit, because, actually doing it properly. Um, hmm. Nope, doesn't run for that. Doesn't run for that either. I've not left enough room for stuff. Hurrah! um, put that there, I suppose. Do I have the bits for this? Let's find out. Yes, I do. Excellent. Maybe I don't have these bits for that. We'll see, actually. We'll give it a moment. But I'm not very optimistic. wonder if there are any speed modules here. That would be a way of fixing this. Module inserter. So I don't really care about efficiency. I just want to get this faster. So what we've got here, we've got these machines. So I want to put speed module 3s into those, and we've got electric furnaces into which I want to also put speed module 3. Like that. Tulip. No, we don't have any speed modules. Great. What have I just undone? Oh, that. Right, okay, well, I can't do anything about this then. This is just going to be the... Oh, unless... What if I... No, putting in efficiency modules wouldn't... productivity modules wouldn't help. These are already productivity moduled. I think I'm just kind of stuck with that, which is rather unfortunate, given how much of this I seem to need. I could nick one of these iron furnaces. Let's just get rid of that. Terrible idea, not working. I could try and put in another pair of these, like that, which is not going to work because that's in the way. Okay, we'll just put in the one then. This isn't going to help very much, but it's going to help a little bit. Oh, that's got like 100 iron in it, because of course it has. Never mind. I thought I had some of those. Yeah, I got an assembly machine put in down here when I tried to build it before. What? Or was it an assembly machine 3? Maybe I've got some. Maybe I've got some of those. I can't upgrade these. I might be able to upgrade these, but it probably won't make any difference. No, these are already running faster as it is. And apparently I don't have any of those anyway, so... Okay. Looks like I can't really do very much here. Just have to go back to... just have to... I don't know. Have to go back out there and actually fix things properly, I think. But I suppose I probably should. But not right now. How are we doing down here? We're not going to have a huge number of these, are we? We're going to have 117. It's a start. How many of these did we actually get through into the belt sushi? Oh, there's actually quite a lot of the tier 4s. They're all going all the way back up here. Maybe does it? Oh, I think you get more than one pack with each time you run it. So each time you run this, you get 8 biological science packs for pack 4s. So despite it being quite a lot of stuff on the input, you actually get lots and lots of science packs on the output. So that's what. So yeah, I am going to have enough to do lots and lots of interesting things. Excellent. I approve. These are at a shortage though, but that's because we. Oh yes, I remember. I was going to go over and put in a big manufacturing thing for making the bits and pieces for this one, if there's room for it, of course. I'm probably going to need to replace both of these. So let's put some more of this down like that, and then we'll just. I'm just going to rip all of this up for now. And then we're going to try and stick in 2 manufacturers, which I do have. Ideally, one wants to go about. Yeah, needs to go. Right. One I want. See if I put it here, then it can unload straight into that chute. And if I put the other one here, then I can do direct insertions. So we'll have. Oh. Do that. We'll do. Oh, this is going to have to go underground here. for that one, for that output. But then do that. There we go. Right, and now we put that there, that there, that there, that there. You are making the first step of the beryllium nonsenses, the front poles. You're making the second step, that one. Okay, that should. I mean, these things are 10 times as fast. No, they're 8 times as fast as the space assembly machines. 8 times the size as well, almost. But they're a lot faster. They're a lot bigger. I don't even need to put speed modules in. They'll probably do a lot better than the other one did. I mean, look, that inserter is going absolutely flat out. So is the one on the other end. To be fair, we are using them up as fast as we're making them. No, that number does might be going up. I think it's probably good enough. Okay, good. So, I need to think about. I can think about more research now. So we've got to the point where I'm now ready to start actually researching deep space catalogs, which is terrifying and extremely exciting. So I'm gonna. That's 1,000 though. Is there anything else I want first? So let's have a little bit of a look through and see what we've got here. So we've got zones. We've got rocket reusability. Don't really care. Don't really care. Don't care. Don't care. Definitely don't care about these things. That is clearly going to be a thing that I need for later stuff, but not just yet. So I'm not going to bother with that. Med pack, I don't care. Movement speed's nice actually. Could have that. Health is nice, but not so great. That's okay. That's useful. Um, these are all quite expensive in the quantities of the things they need. I could make the plague rocket. I haven't got the. I don't really have the need to wipe out biters on the planet yet. Productivity modules 8. I mean that could be quite nice for the. Look at the requirements though. Mining productivity, that would be nice. 15,000 though. Jeez, that can wait until I've got a bit more everything. Spaceship structural integrity. I could probably do that now. No, let's jump straight in and get the deep space catalog. I think that's a good one to go for. And then the deep space science pack as well. That one. Yes, do that. There we go. So we'll do those two. See how long it takes to actually get them through. I mean, that's 3,000 science packs we need for it. But yeah, it's going to be it's obviously the next big step, I think. So we'll get those churning through, and this will put quite a lot of strain on basically all of my science amometry stuff, because this is using. Actually, it doesn't use any of the Norvian sciences. We don't. A lot of this doesn't seem to use them very much. Interestingly, but that's fine. I'm okay with that, obviously. But it'll put a big load on all of the production of science stuff for all of the space sciences. So we'll yeah, get that running, see how it goes, and see where the problems are. One of the most obvious, yeah, I think I am going to have to go off to Tulip and fix that glass blowing issue. The problem is, well, I might have to go back down to Norvis first to get some more smelting machines. Whee! Faster than the train was stopping. No wonder I was faster than the train. Let's see what I've got in my ship. Blonk. Right. Do we have any smelting machines in here? We've got a lot of wood for some reason. Oh, let's get rid of some junk out of my inventory as well. I don't need those anymore. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need those. I thought I just said get rid of all of that. There we go. Don't need those or those or those or that or that or that or that or that or that or that. Good grief. At some point, I'll tidy up all of this stuff. I keep saying this and never do, but eventually I will actually get around to tidying it all up and doing something useful with it all, like carrying it all around the space station and putting it back where it belongs. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I was looking in here to see if I had any smelting machines, and I think I decided I probably didn't, but I did skim through quite quickly. We've got thermodynamics facilities actually. Are those the ones that can be? Are they? Oh no, they're the ones that can only be used in space, but work as smelting machines in space. No, I am actually going to have to go drop down to Norvis to get the. Well, let's take that, and these are all raw materials. There's no point in having them in here. What on earth have I got piercing round magazines for? Trash slots are full. Okay. So yeah, if I want to be able to finish off on Tulip, I am going to need to pull stuff to go down to Norvis and get the extra bits and pieces I need. I think, which is a shame. But then hopefully I can come back out and I can make that smeltery a bit more sensibly sized rather than the sort of the pokey one that we've got at the moment. Where it's on the ship's on its way at least. That's a good sign. Tulip. I can't find it. There it is. So I guess what I'll probably do is just have more of these sort of setups in here and up here to get a bit more throughput on the glass. Or actually, I could bring the stone out up here and do quite a lot of glass processing in here. I do have vulcanite as well. Actually, I could use that to smelt slightly more to be a bit more efficient. I don't know if it's worth it. Stone isn't exactly in short supply around the universe, and if I got desperate, I could pipe some of it up from down here. Oh, and I need to put in another ship for this. All right, let's put in another core mining ship here, and then I can use that one. Provided the for the red circuits, do you mean, Andrew? Yes, I did do that one. So yes, let's build another spaceship and another core dealing with ship. So let's have a look on probably on Myokin. That's usually a good place to find one of these because it seems to just sit there and not fill up very quickly. So I want to take a copy of that. Including tiles and train stop names. And to be honest, trains. Yeah. It's a shame there's only one train in it, but you can't have everything. Here, this looks like a good place to build it. Yeah, it's completely covered by everything. And by everything, I mean the Roboport system. So hopefully, it's been long enough since I've built a spaceship, and I've got enough stuff being brought up here now that it'll just be able to put it all down, and I won't have to wait 3 million years for it to actually build all of the flooring that's needed. Oh, let's fly over there and help out where I can. Oh, and I've got the usual problem with the clamps. Oops. There. Okay, oops again. Stop drifting in the air while I'm trying to put things down. I forgot to... Oh no, there's rail in this one, so it must be in the right place. Presumably. I think. Not you. Not you or you. Yeah, because there's rail in this blueprint, it must be on, and it's built on the rail grid. The clamp, it must be in the right place for the clamp. So I should be okay being able to put this in once the. Yeah, I think. However, I have, as usual, run out of spaceship floor. So let's do that again. Remove the bits I don't want. Is there still a gap? Still a gap there. Let's go and have a quick look at why we don't seem to get enough spaceship flooring ever. I think it must be just simply that I'm not building up enough of it. What does it stack to? I don't know. Stacks to 50. No, don't ask for that. Stacks to 50, so that should be 500 of it, which you'd think would be enough for a decent sized spaceship. 500, that's 10 by 50. Yeah, that should easily be enough for a spaceship. And yet, I mean, it's being built quite quickly, but for some reason there just wasn't enough of it. Let's make that into 3 rows 3 rows of it because I think I'm going to be building bigger spaceships in the future. And it's not as like it's going to go to waste, the number of spaceships I end up building. Or is that, maybe that's bigger than I thought it was? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, okay, my spaceships are bigger than I thought they were. I was thinking 10 by 50 would be far bigger than this spaceship is, but actually it's more like 15 by 50. So that would be why there wasn't enough of it. I just wasn't making it in large enough quantities. That's a pain in the proverbial. Let's see what. So up here, I'm going to need to do some reprogramming here anyway. So 511 is correct. 1.1 thousand, that needs to be changed into 1130. It needs to be changed to moon 1138, which is tulip. I'm just going to check that. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but I'm going to check anyway, just because I'd feel really daft if I got it wrong and the ship went off somewhere it shouldn't. Tulip. Moon 1138. Good. So moon 1138, speed 50,000, clamp 90. Everything else should be exactly the same. I just need to get it built now. There's no point in repeatedly doing that every time I get bored and think I want to speed it up a little bit, because it doesn't speed it up really remotely. Power is more than fine around here. Where's this spaceship? Let's find out what it's up to. Sitting there waiting for this to fill up because there isn't enough glass. Typical. Okay, well I'll ride the core mining ship out there once it's ready. Ooh, there won't be any trains here, will there? So I'll need to take some trains down with me as well. Okay, let's make sure I've got all the stuff I need for that. So there's going to be another train going in there, which will probably happen automatically. I'm going to need 2 locomotives and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10 wagons. And I'm going to be going in this ship. Probably. Oh, I still need to go down to Norvis anyway. Let's go down to Norvis. Get the furnaces and things I need. And I think I've got lots of train bits in here anyway. So I haven't got enough wagons. I'll get some more wagons while I'm down on Norvis, and then we can head back over to Tulip and sort out the glass problem, and then get some lots of train bits in and fix the rest of it while we're over there as well. That was quite quick. I approve. What do I need? I need stuff off the bus, so let's park somewhere near the bus. That means probably over here somewhere. And touchdown. Boop. Okay. Oh, I should have dumped all of the wood and stuff I brought with me in here, because then it would go back out onto this system here and get recycled. Oh well, never mind. Didn't think of that. Okay, so I need some furnaces and I need some assembly machines. Let's just get those from here. So that's some furnaces. We're just going to use normal furnaces and normal tier 3 assembly machines. That's fine. Stand over here somewhere so it's easier to get stuff brought to me. I've not got. Let's get some more blue belts as well, in case I want to decide I want to upgrade that to blue, because actually there might be some of those in the ship. Let's check. No, there's loads and loads. Well, there's a few undergrounds, a load of space stuff. Okay, let's get some more of that in as well then. Blue belts. Let's have like 400. And I need some more undergrounds as well, so let's have 50 is probably enough of those. Is that that's everything? It was just a shortage of glass, I think, that was causing the problems. And hopefully, once I've upgraded that, we'll have enough of everything else to. Yeah, I suppose buffer chests could be quite useful. It'd mean it build a little bit more quickly, but given that the problem is mostly with the construction rate, I think it would yeah, whilst it would help a little bit, it's probably not necessary. Yes, I think my plan isn't to go for a reactor. My plan is once I go, at the moment I don't need a spaceship with a reactor inside it because I've got the solar panels are absolutely fine. However, once I start heading out to do the deep space stuff and going to mine some the naquium, um, I'm going to be able going way out of solar range. So what I intend to do for that is use one of the heater-majiggers, these things, as a massive thermal battery. So I'll have that on the spaceship, get it heated up to a bajillion degrees, and then I'll whack a couple of those things. Those things I've just researched. Where are they? Are they, are they even down here? Um, the big heat exchanger things onto it, and use those because that'll be these things, and that I think will be reasonably compact. And I think these are yes, they output most of the water as well, so I'll be able to use that to just return hopefully nearly all the water to the ship. So I'll have some water tanks along as well, sure. But the theory is that most of it will come from that and come from here as well, so I don't need to worry about uranium fuel cells. And if I do get stranded, I can always beam power at it from a ridiculous distance. Yeah, sure, it won't be particularly efficient, but it will probably be enough to just keep the engine to get the ship able to limp back home again. That's my theory, anyway. We'll find out in a week or two, or whenever I actually get around to doing these things, whether it actually works. Right, so that's all this stuff. Good. Back to the ship. Whoop. Now we need to go to Tulip. Go. Blib. Woomph. Right, let's see how that shipbuilding is coming along. I mean, it's coming along. I can't complain too much. Well, I can complain too much. it's it's a gradual process. Maybe it'll be finished by the time I'm done with messing around on a Tulip with this other stuff. Minute and a half. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, at some point I will want to fly all the way out from here, all the way out to. I think it was Dark Flare. I decided was the best one to go to. That's got the Naquitite. That Shattered Skies hasn't. Razorfield hasn't. Dead Space has got a tiny amount of it. So yeah, I'll probably be going to Dark Flare. So I'll need to fly that far, and we've got 1% solar there, so we won't be using solar for very much. um, but yeah, I'll use the zap receiver as a thermal battery to power that. I think. I'm quite looking forward to designing that ship actually, but it's it's a not just yet. I think at the moment. There's some warehouses there. That's handy. So yeah, I'll have a look around when we get to Tulip. I can have a look around and see if I can find a warehouse that has what looks suspiciously like my normal inventory in it, and I can reclaim it because I'm fairly sure there's a load of useful stuff scattered around somewhere that I've abandoned, and it's would be nice to have it back. Nearly there. I think once I finish this bit, I shall call it. I shall probably end the stream at that point because it's been a while. It's 10:30 already, so it's nearly bedtime is a looming. This isn't a full-time job, so I do need to actually be up at a sensible time tomorrow morning. So I'm afraid. Um, Anchor here, I guess. Boom. So yeah, there's only so late I can stay up. Right up here. So we need. Well, I suppose we can speed module those a bit. That's going to help a little, isn't it? Ooh, no, we do have quite a lot of power on Tulip actually. This is probably going to be all right. But I think I shall also put in. Well, I suppose I might as well copy paste this since I've got the basic design already. Um, And I'm going to need to underground in there because there's a conveniently a pipe. I mean, that fitted in quite nicely actually. I can't complain too much. Right. This is a ridiculous, horrible spaghetti design, but never mind. There we go. I'll put that in on the other side of it. We'll find out in a moment if the what do we call it? Color belts. If the yellow belts are sufficient for this. I suspect they're not going to be with all these speed modules, but then I'm also not convinced the speed modules are going to be okay with all of the for power consumption. So yeah, there's going to be problems all around from this. Actually, the fact I've run out of speed modules is probably going to be the saving grace here. Let's take those back. And we'll have a like that to get it onto the other side of the belt again. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to put in some blue belt at this rate. Is that enough yet? No, it's still not enough. Interesting. Well, that's probably going to, if I don't know what I've just multiplied the throughput by, because I've bumped these up to plus 80% speed, plus 80% speed. Over here, oh, and I've improved them from blue to yellow assembly machines as well. So these, I think we only actually need one speed module in each of these, because the assembly machine 3s are enough faster that this is probably going to be sufficient. And same over here, so let's take some of these out. And that will free up enough for me to then go in and put one into each of the other furnaces as well, which will help. There we go. Power? It's alright. Just. Okay, so we're making a nearly full, well, a half full yellow belt and a little bit on the other side. And we're making a half full yellow belt coming up here. And that's now going through. And yes, it is now going through quickly enough. Okay, excellent. We've got to the point where this is starting to back up because we're producing this is being coming through faster. But look, if we look at this, yeah, it takes twice as much Vitamelange extract. So the Vitamelange extract is always going to be the limiting factor here. Although I could put in a splitter here and then feed it in again halfway along the belt, but it's nearly getting there. Yeah, let's do that. Might as well try and get things as good as possible rather than just going, I can't be bothered. So I need those splitters. Come back up here. Then I can... Oh, we're short of... Now we are short of sulfur. I thought that was probably going to happen sooner or later. So I need to put in a splitter here. And then bring us in about there will do, I think. There we go. That's going to help a little bit. I could probably put in a few more of these machines, actually. And at the rate we're using the... Actually, the acid... No, the acid isn't being used up that fast. We just need more of the sulfur coming through. Did I bring more of these machines? That's the big question. If I copy the whole thing like that... Oops. And the belt. I'm probably going to end up discovering I don't have any chemical plants here. Oh no, take it back. I do have enough chemical plants. Excellent. Right, so that'll... Oh. Needs these pipes as well. Right, there we go. That'll double the amount of sulfur I'm producing here. I think it's almost it is fitting on one side of the belt, but I'm going to do that anyway. Let's just do it that way because it's a bit neater. There we go. Yeah, that's slightly better. Now I've got easily got enough for all these machines up here, so that's going to improve the speed of making the Vitalic reagent, epoxy, sorry. And that was the other thing that we were short of. So I think, how are these doing for? The acid is coming through pretty quickly, but not quite quick. Borderline quickly enough. We do seem to be limited by glass again now. What's happened to the glass supply? I think we ran out and a train's just come in and replenished it, so that's sort of okay. Let's upgrade all of this to blue belts because I'm not a fan. Oh, not those. Just to make sure I don't have any limitations on the input, basically. Blue. No, blue. Just go blue. It's easier. I don't even know why I've still got red belts on me, but yeah, that should now make sure we've got enough easily enough stone coming through to keep all of these machines running happily, and that will hopefully boost the output a little bit. Yeah, the gap there was probably because the station ran out, so I'm going to increase the amount the station's asking for, like so. I do wonder if I should just bring up the stone from wherever it is, from down here. The effort of splitting it out is not insignificant, but it's potentially worth it. I don't know. I don't know. How's my spaceship's nearly done. Right. Let's do that again, and then get rid of the few random little bits and pieces that I don't want, except I can't see them. The ones that always cause it to look like it's not finished. Is that it? I can't tell. That. It's a bit of a shame the second train wasn't on the blueprint, but oh, I forgot to pick up train bits when I was on Norvis. Bother. Bother, said Pooh. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, including the train, put another one in here. So I've got 2 trains on there. I can't get the other 2, but it will at least work until I manage to get it out there and finished. This system seems to be broke. Oh, it's fueling up. That's why. Yeah, those pumps are going. Yeah, this system seems to be working. We are getting all of this stuff dropped off here. Admittedly, a lot of it is getting taken away as fast as it turns up, but in general, it's sort of kind of basically working. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. Yes, good thinking. Especially this train seems to be waiting for a little bit more coal. A very little bit more coal, but a little bit more nonetheless. Oh, it's not in the bottomment area. I'm going to have to put another one of these down. Plump. Right, so I want to have 2 locomotives and 10 cargo wagons. That'll allow me to build up all of the stuff at the other end as well. Now, this isn't going to happen until that gets placed, but hopefully, Yeah, there should be some of that, plenty of those up here because I placed an order for them specifically. In fact, here they all are, and the locomotives. And I don't see any wagons actually. I hope they are a thing we do have up here. Plump. Why is there so much? Oh, none of this spaceship wall has been built. Okay, I just can't recognise a ghost when I see one. Where are we building spaceship wall and why are we not? So down here we are not getting in the these thing. Oh, right, there we go. I think that might have been deliberate because I was trying to prioritise for making spaceship floor rather than spaceship wall, and that just meant I ran out of spaceship wall. Ha! Yes, well, remember they only use these for getting between places. They don't use them for takeoff or landing. They use these for taking off from planets, and these they just use, and then for getting away from space stations, they just kind of drift. So, yeah, so it's kind of okay. It won't use the engine there. It's all right. It certainly won't use the engine if we don't have any spaceship walls for it to take off for you to use for flight. Meh. How are we doing down here? So we have the epoxy seems to be the limiting factor on, yeah, because these are all full. Even the acid is now full. It is just the epoxy that's the limiting factor, and we've got 14,000 up in here. So that's no, we've got 2,000 here, which is, yeah, that's enough. That is enough for a train. So we're okay. We are making it as fast as it's being taken away. I have just noticed that we've run out of power though, because everything is just using it all. Um, hmm. I suppose what I should do is drop in. Oh no, what I can do is just put in efficiency modules into everything because I'm not fully beaconing I haven't fully moduled everything. So all these things along here that have got. Oh, I can't put it in these ones. What? Where was it dropping those? Why? Why do you do this to me? Why? Oh, stop just dropping modules on the floor for no apparent reason. Right, I'm gonna have to use one of these to pick all those up again. How do you? Oh, what's the things on the floor only? Uh, drop item on ground. Right, there we go. Thank you. Stupid thing. Alright, these are all going to be at minus as much as they can go to, so there's no point in doing that. No, I don't think it was because I was still able to put them. If I clicked in a slightly different place on the machine, it still went in. Let's try it again. So when I was doing it near the top, it went. Oh no, I know what it is. If you put it on the yeah, if you put it on the icon that's complaining about not having the thing, then it fails. But if you put it on the machine around the icon, then it puts it in the machine properly. That's what was doing it. Okay. I'm still not impressed, but at least the mystery's solved. Right, we now have just enough electricity. No, we don't. hmm. These things are pretty bad as well, actually. I'm. I don't know if this is going to make a lot of difference. Probably not. It might, but actually it was very close, so it might just be enough to tip it over the edge. Yeah, we aren't happy-ish. Oh, that's just. No. suppose I could put some of these down. That'll probably fix it actually. And during the night we've still got the what do you call it? It's the accumulators, so maybe that will be all right. Right, that's loaded and gone, gone, gone. Even with those, it's not producing that much by comparatively. Oh, we're miles out from the sun. That's why they're not very effective here. I'm so used to the sheer amount of power produced by these flat solar panels when you're in Norvis orbit that yeah. This is a little bit annoying. Are all of my nuclear plants running? I've just finished doing the fourth tier of biological science. So I have actually done all of the space sciences now. I'm just sort of trying to get things to work a little bit more effectively and efficiently. Like this. Why is this not loading? So yeah, I am essentially at the end of what I'm going to call phase 3, maybe phase 2. I don't know of this game because I've done all the Norvian stuff, all the stuff down on Norvis. I've done rocket science. I've done all of the space sciences, but I haven't touched on the deep space sciences yet. If Steam is less than 5,000, then enable. Steam is less than 5. Steam is much less than 5,000. You are enabled. Uh, why are you not insert rotating? Oh, there's wood on the belt for some reason. What? Why is there wood on this belt? Oh my god. The hell? This one's running flat out, so that one at least is okay. Fine, I guess I'm going down there to pull that rogue piece of wood off the belt. Oh, nice. I've built a couple of Spidertrons, but I haven't really used them very much. I don't know. I guess I'm just a very, very hands-on player. I don't tend to do stuff remotely. Um, and I can definitely see the use of the Spidertrons and doing things the other way, but I just never have. I don't really know why not. It just hasn't happened. Um, yeah, so you're a little way behind me, and don't worry if you've missed a load of the play, then you can find it all in the on my YouTube channel in amongst all of the there's recordings of all of the streams and of course videos of sort of summarizing them all as well. So yeah, you can spend plenty of time watching those should you feel the urge, and it'll tell you all about what I've been doing. Right, let's have a look at that spaceship I was putting together, and this really will be the last thing I do. I hope, think, wish. So how are we doing in there? We've got all the stuff I need in there. It's gone a bit over, as is always the way with the bots, because bots just get carried away and don't like to only load things up to the amount you've asked for. Um, but yeah, we still don't have enough wall apparently. I'd quite like to fly this one over and just get it loaded and working and stuff before I finish. Oh right. Oh, so you're using them for military. That's yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've fairly carefully selected all of the planets I've gone to be zero threat. So with the yeah, actually all zero threat. Um, so I've been generally basically pretty safe. I've not had to worry too much about biters, so military hasn't been required. Um, Admittedly, actually having a load of Spidertrons running around on Norvis to take out the biters when they were a problem might have been useful. But I think by the time I got to being able to make Spidertrons, Norvian biters weren't really a problem anymore. Because I'm running a slightly older version of the mod pack, I think there was an update made at some point that added in. Oh, yeah, that had you get certainly you can get biters from space on meteor strikes. Maybe it tweaked the probabilities as well. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, there were a few changes that were made that would have seriously broken my game. Like needing large miners to mine iridium, which I think I've now done. So maybe as a sort of between Series 4 and Series 5, I'll switch over from I'll upgrade to the latest release just for the novelty and excitement. So let's have a look at my mines up here on Kothar. Yep, those are large mining drills. It looks like yeah, I thought I had gone out. Yeah, and same here. I thought I had gone out and upgraded them all to larger mining drills, so I can upgrade for that purpose. The Vitamelange planets getting biters is mildly scary, so I mean it's tempting not to for that reason. But I think you also get. Do you also get a ion drive booster tank as well? That could be quite useful. Really? Uranium fuel? It shouldn't be running out because I'm shipping it in from the uranium in from elsewhere. So, but let's have a look. I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, you're right. Um, hmm. What seems to be the problem? Oh. Yeah, so that could be quite nice. I don't. I mean, it depends how much power and what the requirements for it are, and so on and so on. It may or may not be practical, but it does sound useful. No uranium 238. Why is there no uranium 238 in here? Why have you not got any 238? This is supposed to be being delivered from Norvis. There's little bits of it dribbling through from here, but that's not the same. Not the same sort of quantities. Have we run out of uranium here or something? That would be unfortunate. Yes. Okay. My supply of uranium on Norvis has dried up. That's problematic. I need to stop using it for burning and bullets and just start using it for science because that's actually a valuable use for it. Yeah. So this gun here is supposed to be sending it off to all kinds of other places. I shall write this down and in an attempt to remember to deal with it next time because I'm basically out of time today, I think. Um, uranium supply. Okay, that's something to think about. The problem is there's not a lot of uranium left inside my base area on Norvis. I mean, I could drop a plague rocket on Norvis. There's a patch there. 200,000. It's not very much, but it is a patch nonetheless. Could drop a plague rocket on Norvis and just get rid of all the biters once and for all. I feel that I sort of shouldn't plague Norvis though somehow. It just feels wrong. That's not too bad. About almost 300,000 over here. So that's 500,000 I've found from a quick look around. Um, I haven't used any of the interplanetary weapon systems apart from playing a little bit with the glaive mode on the beam thing because I haven't needed to. I haven't gone to any other planets that have got biters on, so I haven't needed to attack them. At some point, I'm probably going to go around doing the archaeology thing, and at that point, I'll need a bit of maybe need a little bit more attack potential. But for now, it hasn't really been necessary. Um, I'm looking for uranium patches. Ooh, 700. That's not bad. Maybe that's worth trying to get. I could set the glaive going over. Or 1.3 million there and 1.4 million there. So maybe if I try and expand out to sort of around. Oh, there's another patch there. Sort of around here or something like that. That might be manageable. Yeah, delivery cannons would probably make a reasonably effective weapon. This may be a bit spoilery, but I could show you something that makes a much better weapon. Um, In fact, this will be spoilery, but I'm going to show you something that makes a much better weapon. Where are you? No, you're going for Norvis already. You're going for Myokin. Okay, so that's not so needed. And I want to go for Norvis. Coordinates. Where was all that stuff? It was way down here somewhere. Somewhere there was masses of. Oh, there it is. It's about here probably. Um, and I want to autoglaive. There we go. Oh, that sounds like more effort than just going in there and shooting them with something. This, on the other hand, is a nice way of doing it. So if I switch over to look at Norvis again now. Now it's quite possible this will enrage the biters and we're going to get some sort of major attack coming through, but it doesn't seem to be actually just yet. Yeah, this is working reasonably well. I guess I'll just leave that running for a while now, and when I come back, we'll find there'll be a few fewer biter nests. I like how it's. I was going to say I like how it's setting them on fire and then knows exactly when to move on to the next one. Except these three didn't get destroyed, so it actually isn't working very well. But maybe it'll come back and give them another go. Yeah, this seems like a better way of dealing with the biters. It's a lot easier than artillery. I mean, the setup cost was a bit more extreme, but the just setting it going and forgetting about it is nice and easy. So yeah, chat. I'm going to rely on you to next week. I'll need you to remind me that I've got this going and zapping away and burning through the biters, because I will probably forget. Oh my God, that's tough. What is that? It must be one of the very, very big worms. We've got 750 health in total. Whereas these things have 350. Okay. Okay, well, I'm not too worried if they do attack, because I do have significant defenses all the way around my base. Am I even attacking in the right place? Yes, I am. Okay. This is going to be a rather large area I'm trying to liberate. I guess it's going to need a wall across here, a wall across here, probably a wall across here, and then up here. Or maybe, ooh, no, across here. That's a lot of walls. Oh well, I'll leave the glaive running for a while. That's going to clear out the biters at least, and then building walls isn't exactly difficult. Yeah, the deadly laser, the energy glaive is rather nice for just. I've not really used it before, to be honest. This is more or less the first time I've tried it. It seems to have got stuck. Oh no, it hasn't. It was just attacking one particularly tough worm. The biters have got confused and stopped moving though, which is interesting. I'm not entirely convinced by its pathfinding, but it doesn't seem to be taking the most direct routes. But anyway, we shall just leave that running now, and that's true. I do have two. Well, yeah, I do have two of them. To be fair, I could switch the second one over to attacking instead of powering Norvis. um, yeah, I mean it's certainly a possibility. This one's more powerful as well. All right, let's give that a shot. See what happens. I want to move it to pointing somewhere else first before I tell it to start glaving, because I just think it's going to be dangerous. It'll probably cut I just don't entirely trust it not to cut a track across my base trying to get off to find some biters to kill. That's where the first one's going. So let's put the second one in here. Back, and I want you to auto glaive. That one I think is quite a lot quicker, which is because yeah, I've got 3 power injectors on this one and only 1 on this one, so it's literally 3 times as effective. So if they point at the same nest or worm, then they'll if they do start moving together, at least they'll do twice as much damage and work their way through everything twice as quickly. So it's not the end. It's not too bad. But yeah, I mean look how much quicker that's wrecking these nests. It's even taking the worms out quickly. In fact, it's just setting fire to them and then moving on to the next one. That's awesome. I think Tristan means if you had 2 identical ones, whereas I've got one. Mine are differently spec'd because one's designed to power Norvis, the other's designed to power miscellaneous little outpost places. That's getting on quite well. I'm quite impressed. Yes, true. Yeah, and if you look at how long it sits on the nest for, it's moving most of the time. Although it sits on the worms for quite a lot longer, because the worms are a lot tougher. They've got like twice the health and possibly higher resistances and stuff. The other question of doing this is how quickly my power generator is cooling off. Let's bring this map back down here so I can find stuff again. Where is it? Up here. How quickly is this cooling down? Because I might need to move it back again. That's not too bad. It's got 9,000 to go, and it's ticking down. It's taking us several seconds to do each one, so I reckon I can leave them for a while. Okay, I'm going to call that a stream, I think. Thank you everyone for watching. We're doing quite nicely here, bringing the raining fire from above down on the biters, both there and over here. That's going quite well. It's just need to leave it going for a little while, and then I can point them back at the appropriate places that they're supposed to actually be powering. So yeah, happy with that. Probably should have done that ages ago. And then what else? What else? Yes. So the big thing I've done today is, of course, getting getting all the biologicals shipped in to this spaceport here and loaded onto the trains. And we'll note that this is still not running happily. So I think what I'm going to have to do over here. In fact, where am I? Oh, I'm on Tulip. I forgot about that. What I'm going to have to do is turn the where is it? This back on again. Probably with I'll put a splitter in there to prioritize. But basically, I'm going to have to start bringing it in from here, from the other planet, and processing it on site here as well. So it'll help nonetheless. Anyway, so it'll be better. So yeah, the big thing I did was I got tier 4 bioscience, got the catalogs up and being made. They're being loaded into the train here as usual. Got 566 of them, and then of course up here they're all being turned into the science packs, and that's going quite well. We are doing deep space catalog research, and I don't know whether that's just running slowly or whether I've actually run out of one of the inputs. No, it looks like I've run out of the astro science. That's annoying. Let's try and work out why. I've run out of catalogs for it. Okay, so I'm not making the Astro catalogs fast enough. This is going to be a thing that I will look into and fix properly next time. But let's have a quick look and see why. Okay. Have I not programmed the station to request them? Actually, let's check that station first. Make sure it is. It looks like it's wired up to report that it's got them. Yes, I think I set all of those appropriately previously when I went in and did all of them at once. Right, so here we've got 2.1. It's fed into that, so that looks okay. Up here then, where they're supposed to be being dropped off, have I not set a request in here? I have not set a request in here. That's why it's not working. Okay, so let's set this to -500. This one I actually can fix. So there we go. That should pull in a train pretty quickly. Since you mentioned it, I will just check because I'm pretty sure I did, but yes, there we go. There's the correctly set splitter, and down here is a correctly set splitter as well. So this is all happy and hunky dory and working as it should, except that we ran out of the where are they? Oh yeah, there'll be an empty box. Except we ran out of these because, as mentioned, the train didn't come. So we sorted that out now. Yep, there's a train on its way. So tier 4, that is all of the space sciences are now being made, and now we're at the point of starting to think about and consider the deep space sciences. No, I have not started mining naquium yet. That is something I need to do deep space science, a bit of deep space catalog research for. I think. Oh no, I've researched naquium processing, so I can go and start mining it and dealing with it, but I haven't yet. That's sort of on the to-do list, and I think I'll probably have an episode or two where I just sort of tidy up all of the things I've got here and get them working a bit more smoothly first. So I'll have a little bit of a hiatus before not a hiatus from actually playing, but a hiatus from pushing forward to the next science pack. So just trying to get everything streamlined, running smoothly, running quickly, and then spend some time building myself a massive spaceship to go exploring the cosmos in. So there's a bit of work to do there. But yeah, I think things are going pretty well. I mean, I feel like I'm making decent progress every single session. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, some of this is being brought up here as well. That's why there's so much we're getting through. Um, so yeah, it's going, as I say, going well. Generally happy with it. Um, the yeah, so in the future, at some point, deep space sciences, of course. But in the short term, just a bit of tidying up and a bit of reorganizing and trying to make things work a bit more smoothly and neatly. So thank you for watching. I shall be carrying on with that next Tuesday as usual. Don't forget to come back on Thursday when there'll be we'll be having the Industrial Revolution stream. That's me and some friends, and we're getting on fairly well. We've got all of the basic sciences. We're sort of working gradually towards getting rocket science done now, or space science, whatever it's called in vanilla. But we're having a bit of a distraction for a little while we build up a bot based a logistics bot based mall system, which has come together quite nicely, but it needs a bit more time to allow everything to trickle through. So, but it's certainly interesting. I've not done one of those before, and I'm not really sure why not, but I guess it's just never really appealed in quite the right way. I'm also releasing GTA videos. Those come out every Sunday. That's sort of the cat and mouse around Los Santos. They're good fun. We're doing some silly stuff with colours at the moment, so yeah, come along and check those out. They're quite funny. And I want to do other videos as well, as and when I have time. But life is kind of full at the moment, so yeah, watch this space. Right. As I say, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all the other algorithm happy things. Thanks for watching.